Welcome. Tonight we are in session 32 of Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends, we get together and we like to play Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons of
Oh.
Dungeons and
um,
Dargons?
Dargans? Durgan? Hinga-dinga Durgan. Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Dragons and Dragons.
Last week, oh god, it's already off the rails. Last week, our party, the Lords of Nightstone, had flying lessons with a retired adventurer, Zane, who was a member of the Lords Alliance. Along the way, had been ensnared by harpies in their siren song and drawn toward them, but after eliminating them, was bequeathed a gift from Zane, the Javelin of Lightning, to Davos, and ran into Old Gnawbone on the flight home. You guys successfully managed to haggle with her, her being furious that you had A, killed the young green dragon Valora, and B, taken her crystal ball that Old Gnawbone had given to Valora. She demanded it back, but using the two runes of the Ice Rune and the Pennant of the Wind Rune, you were able to negotiate a deal and trade off with her. Afterwards, you headed south to Helm's Hold, where Bergen got a new badass breastplate. You guys spent a good bit of time in the library learning about succubuses and the Kraken and Zents. You had also, Bergen, you were promoted to Vindicator and got your cool little gold inlay mantle. And know that you have, if you can build the proper facilities for them, that they will send you a cavalry to work with in Nightstone. Helm's Hooves. You guys did return to Nightstone, Davos having a jam session with the new Fae fighters, as well as learning to fly with Helena on the Pegasus. Goldbread, you learned some reduced effects of Bloodweed, where you can use more of it and have lesser side effects, hangover, as Helena phrased it. You discovered that Gideon was kind of, or is magical and is quite possibly a warlock. He sent off an Eldritch Blast, and it seems to indicate that. You also found out that the Nightstone was a dark artifact that was created by a dragon, a demon, and a stone giant you know as the Dodkong. You guys had your barding done for mounts and talked to Safine about the impending attack, trying to get her assistance, of which she said she would do her best to acquire something in the time he needed. And also had the barbarians, Riker and Myra, return back to Nightstone and agreed to deliver an artifact up north to Ravensrock. You guys then departed for Castle Daggerford, snuck past the ballistas on your mounts using Pass Without a Trace. You entered the keep through a side entryway into the kitchen and snuck your way into the ballroom, where we now are. Lady Daggerford has entered, smiling as she's crossed the room with the Snail and Lord Umber flanking her sides. And with that, my dudes, we're going to get into tonight's session. I need to turn you up. You're a little quiet. Let me...
Pretty sure it's...
There we go.
That better?
Yeah.
Also move the mic closer.
Right, so you guys see these three making their way across the ballroom. You know that there's 8 guards in this space, 4 archers that are up on the balcony, and 4 footmen who are on the ground. You see, the last thing that happened is you unleashed a volley of blows against her, and piercing moonlight entered from this large round window above the main doorway, and revealed Lady Daggerford to not be Daggerford at all, but to be Pencheska, to be a succubus, the name of which you don't know because I just said it. And speaking of her, large, dark, curved horns, fingernails like arrowheads, and broad, hooked wings, eyes like embers, lie between dark curls of hair over pink skin, of which you see plenty of. The succubus stands in the searing moonlight completely nude, save for a few pieces of her jewelry, which, unlike her clothes, seem not to have been part of her transformation. Beside her, you see Lord Umber, tall, lean, fit, much different than the stockier dwarven man you had seen a few months ago. Long, dark hair protrudes from the rear of his mask. And you also see the Snail, a short, pissed-off-looking halfling, older, 30s, 40s perhaps, who sneers in disdain at all of you. And with that, I'm going to ask you boys to roll some initiative. Let's get rolling.
I'm scared.
Oh, damn.
Hey, we're not null today, according to Bergen's roll.
Let me go over here to the right thing.
Did Gobrin's roll go through?
Sure did.
Oh, I also need someone to
I'm working.
roll
on it.
play for Davos and for. Is that it?
You said
Yeah, I
Tally
guess
was
it's-
here last time.
Oh, and Zatari. I don't think Tally is here. Tally was with you at the keep, but I don't think he came with you to this location.
I got you.
Yeah,
Let me,
Zatari should be joining about where I'm leaving.
Gotcha. That sucks, but we'll make it work. Oh,
I
come on.
apologize, team. It's hard out here.
No. No, fam, I get it. Like, shit's rough. Valkyr 21, Goldbrand 2, Zatari 13.
Zatari 27 because he gets to roll advantage for.
Oh, he
reasons.
does get to roll with advantage because he has quick draw. And rolled a nat 20 on that advantage too. What is fucking nice. All right.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Zatari's last comment session blew my mind when he
Yeah.
pulled all the tricks out of his bag.
For real though.
That just
Davos,
said
I think,
he
is the
did
only
not
one I'm
make it
missing.
at
Hey,
all.
Zat said, "Ah, damn, that sucks." Ah, that's okay. We'll play through until we can. With that,
Is Davos not coming today?
no, he couldn't make it today. He has he's working days, so he has to sleep apparently, whatever the fuck that is.
Yay!
With that, we actually start at Zatari. Zatari, what you got?
Blah blah.
Blap blap. Indeed.
What he said.
He shot at Ember last session before we left. Umber, last session before he left.
Okay.
So that's who he gonna shoot at. Blah blah. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. So is there anybody who's been dealt damage to?
They all have
Yeah. So Goldbrand, you are concentrating. This is a 10-foot diameter, right? 5-foot radius.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Make that there.
Do you just have the health bars like written down, or is there something I can click on to see so I don't have to ask questions?
Oh, for them, I don't think you can see them. But you know that Lord, you know that the succubus and the snail, the guy with the blue ring, have both been damaged by Goldbrand's moonbeam. Neither one of them look like they're bloodied or anything. You know, they're not at the halfway point, but they have received damage.
Makes sense. That was a dumb question. Now that I think about it.
No,
We never
no,
know the
dude.
enemy's HP.
After Zach fires both of his shots, he goes, "That ain't your fucking lady."
Okay. Zat makes one of those shots. The 14 piercing does hit. Piercing shot into her shoulder as we go to, and I realize it's not showing for you guys. It says unknown creature, and that's really fucked up. Don't know why it's doing that, but it goes
I'm sorry. Did you record that damage to Umber or to the succubus?
to the succubus. I'm sorry. Was that
To
not?
Umber. It's supposed to have been to Umber. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No, you're good. You did say that earlier. Boop. So now we come to the succubus, and she is going to she's going to ascend. Does she, since she's in the radius, does she take damage at the start? Is that how this works? Okay, how much? And roll for it.
1d12 con save.
Okay.
Working on it.
Bloop.
I'm just gonna slash R 1d12.
Con save's pretty shit. 12? Yeah.
What do you mean? Is it R slash? What?
Low key, I'd love to see like a session or a campaign where Devin's just controlling 5 characters and you're DMing Joe.
Oh god, why?
That would be pretty funny. Actually, I didn't realize that it's 2d10.
2d10. That's pretty solid. 11 damage? Okay.
Let me make sure that it is a con save 16 indeed. If I was
She's probably going to fail anyway with a 12. That's not super great.
if I had enough screens, I might could do that. It's fun. Just like-
Dude, I will supply the screens if you supply the streams. You know what I'm saying?
Just me and Joe
You watch.
D&D tactics against each other.
D&D tactics, that's funny. You watch as the succubus raises her wings and flaps down hard as she ascends into the air, the moonlight searing her skin as she swirls around and comes to the rear of the room. And she clutches at a ruby pendant around her neck, around a gold chain. And she snaps as she sharply pulls it and throws it to the floor. The gemstone shatters to reveal dark blood, which instead of scattering across the room begins to run together and coil into a circled pentagram upon the checkered floor of the ballroom. Her eyes glow furiously. Tears seem to form in the corner of her eyes as she begrudgingly whispers, Azazel. Blue flames erupt 7 feet into the air from the pentagram with searing intensity as they bathe the room in a frightfully cool light. It dims only slightly as a dark, horned shape appears within the walls of flame, and they begin to lower and lick at the feet of Azazel, the Fairy. Gray skin, black pupilless eyes, dark hair, impossibly long pointed ears and dark eyebrows, hooked wings, chitinous scorpion tail flicking behind him. And he turns to the succubus. Pencheska, you must have been truly desperate to summon me here. He turns to see you.
Hello, so where's the
Standing.
kills you again?
Oh, you again? I missed you. And with that, she does get her bonus action still, and she is going to... Oh, actually, no. She's actually going to dash. She's going to get as high as she can. She's going to get to the top of the ballroom.
It wasn't an action to use her item.
It was an action to use her item. She gets a bonus action dash.
That's awesome.
It's terrifying.
How high is the ballroom?
The ballroom's at its peak is about 60 feet. She's just under that, probably about the 50 feet, the same height as 3 chandeliers that overhang each of the over the areas. Azazel is likewise flying. He much lower at about 20-ish feet. Actually, since he's just been summoned, he'll be right at ground level. Let me rephrase that.
And then I'm guessing every square is 5 feet.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Fuck him up, fucker.
Fuck him up, fuck him up. Do. What you got, dude?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were looking.
No, I was just trying to make sure I knew what to do. Yeah. So this is Snail, Azazel, Succubus. All right.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, Succubus is back here in the back, and Azazel's this one here, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Cast Blur
Ooh.
as an action.
Disadvantage
I'm gonna
attacking you.
move forward. Am I? I don't see me. On
You
the
should be in
board.
the upper left,
Okay,
sorry.
left. Yeah, okay, you're good. 10,
You're
15,
gonna
20,
do
25, 30.
what looks good for
I'll
Blur.
move here. And then I'm going to hex the Succubus as the bonus action.
Oh, get her, yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. I lied, because Blur requires concentration.
Oh, I see. So you still have a bonus action if you have it. You are a rogue now. I know you get a few other things that you can do with that. Disengage dash.
Yeah, but I don't really want to get into something I can't get myself out of.
Yeah, wait a second. Wait a second for the big boys to get from.
Yeah.
Can't you make a bonus action weapon attack? Isn't that a thing you can do?
Let me see.
I think it's
Sorry,
only if you
been a
take the
while.
attack action you can use your bonus action. No, yeah, it's been a minute.
I'm trying to see if I can somehow cast anything else, but
Since that one costs a spell slot, not unless it's a cantrip.
let's see. Oh.
There may not be anything you can do with it at this point. I'm not sure.
I don't think. I appreciate y'all's patience, though.
No worries, dude. All right. With that, we go to we're going to go to Lord Umber, who, in his darker clothes, sees Valkyr running over toward one of the guards over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to get up to you, and he's going to go 2 swings with his longsword. One of those is a 19 plus 7, so that definitely hits. Take 9 slashing damage for me as we go to...
Advantage?
Oh, he did not. Thank you. So those 2 will be his 2 rolls because he rolled 2 attacks. So that's a 6 plus 7 is a 13, which I'm sure doesn't hit. Thank you for reminding me. And that one's a nat 1. So I'm going to roll another. It's even. It was actually a nat 20. So he almost slips, but manages to catch himself. Very nimble for... as opposed to the previous Lord Umber you had met. With that, we're going to go to the assassin, the snail, who's going to take some damage. We're just going to use the 11 damage since Devin rolled that earlier. He's looking pretty pissed. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go right here. He's going to take a crossbow shot on you, Goldbrand. He only gets one of these. 14 does not hit, does it?
14 meets.
Oh, 14 meets. Take 7 piercing and make a con save for me.
Let me roll that con save. Sorry, I had to make sure I rolled the right place.
You take 24 poison damage. As you gather, his bolt was poisoned. Can't say if future bolts will be or not be, but
Wait,
he
so
still
that's
has.
not my concentration check?
No, that was for his arrow. So your spell is still up for now, but you do have to make that. Go ahead and make another con save, and you're gonna have to do one more thing after this. 15. Okay, that passes. Make a dex save for me.
Can I see the effect?
It's his version of sneak attack. So I suppose so. It's assassinate. Basically, if it gives him it gives him advantage, which pops his sneak attack on the first turn of combat. If somebody else says, okay, yeah. So take an extra 14 piercing damage as he lays into you. That's going to bring us to the guards. 4 of the guards. This is the ranged ones. Excuse me, this is the melee ones. So these 2 are going to dash.
Goldbrand was talking shit, and this arrow just catches him in the fucking collar.
Oh, yeah. This guy didn't become a mob leader for, nothing. This guy's going to dash right about up here. And this one next to Valkyr is going to take a slash on you, dude. He only gets 1 swing with the spear. A 16? Does that hit? That's actually pretty decent. Oh, you are on mute, my dude. I think anyway. Or your headset's muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Does a 16?
Disadvantage?
Oh, God, you're right. Much better. Okay, you're good. And with that, we're going to go to Davos. What you got?
It's funny, I was just looking at that. Davos could do a couple of things. So, if I remember correctly, Lay on Hands is a bonus action?
I think that's correct. That sounds correct.
I don't see it listed under bonus actions. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to decide if he's going to help Goldbrand or if he's going to mess some stuff up. Decisions. He's going to... He's going to move 5, 10... He doesn't want to move too much. He's going to move 1 more forward to maybe avoid any AoEs. And then he's going to Guiding Bolt. I guess Guiding Bolt will not... Oh, will reach. He's going to Guiding Bolt the Succubus.
Pop it, yeah.
That seems to me like...
The 120 feet?
Yeah.
She's probably on the outer fringes of it because she's up so high, but I think that you're good. Well, no. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Gross.
The 9 does not hit, so no hold there. But we do go to the other 4 guards who are going to fire down from the balconies.
I would like to give... Oh, I can only do that twice in a short rest. Never mind.
This one is going to be at Valkyr at disadvantage. 12 and... yeah, you're right, though. 14 does not hit, correct? Blue?
No, it does not.
Sweet. All right. One of these is going to fire on Davos. It was a nat 1. He's going to roll again. It's an even, so no fun stuff. One's going to fire on Goldbrand because he's the furthest one out. That's a 2. And then this last one will probably also fire on Goldbrand because you're the big boy. Also a 2. Wow. Okay, you got off lucky.
That's great.
And with that, we go to Zat. There should be Bergen and then Goldbrand.
All right. So I got a few questions.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
So last session we were studying up on the succubus and everything. Did we come to the conclusion she had like any weaknesses?
You know she takes extra from radiant damage. You know she's resistant to cold, fire, poison, lightning, and non-magic damage. Yeah, she's pretty stout.
Okay.
But magic, which your mace and most of your weapons are,
Yeah.
deals damage as normal.
Plus my my normal attack also adds divine damage, I believe. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Okay, my second question was, I think it was hinted at, but I don't know if Bergen like actually knows that like he needs to feed this ring, quote unquote, like.
What do you mean feed this ring?
Or like do damage with it, or I don't know if we're actually like following the exact rules of.
So it's a little different from the version that's in the player's hand, or that's in the book it's from. If you look at your item, it has some different things. It doesn't need to be used. But there is at certain points you may have to keep it in check. Like if you get your emotions in a bind, or if something happens, a ring that it becomes aware of. It is a sentient item, but it's not like speaking to you or communicating with you in any way. It has a desire to freeze things to as much as it possibly can. So it is. You have to be careful under certain circumstances, but you're good for now.
Okay. That being said, do I need the materials for the spells?
You do not. No, not for any of the ice ring spells.
All right.
We're a good DM.
Yeah, that's really generous.
That was
Well, it's
69 hit points. Nice.
I do see why
gross.
though. It's like a spoopy kind of.
Yeah, it's
wants
producing
to
the effects
destroy.
for you. Yeah. What are you popping with it?
Okay, so I am. First, I tell Goldbrand to hang tight.
Will do.
I step
plenty.
like a little bit more in front of him here. I cast. Get my mace up and running. Let's get that out of the
Spiritual
way.
mace? Heard.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at the snail. Is that him there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Damn, son.
All right, you get us. What was the? I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen.
19.
19, solid. No, that gives him a solid whack. Jesus.
Bergen's like, don't shoot my barbarian.
Like, fuck you, I'm gonna have to fix that later.
And then action.
For your action?
I'm gonna, if I can reach her with my shooting mace, take a shot at the succubus.
You can, go ahead. I think its range is only 30 feet. You could probably get Lord Umber, and you could get any of those guards in your immediate area, but I don't think you could get Azazel or the succubus.
Umber.
Yeah, pop it. Rip, rip, ace. Hit him with your mace. Rip, rip, ace. Hit him with your mace again. 28, solid. For 12 damage. He does not take extra from the radiant damage, but, I don't think y'all anticipated him to do that.
Alright.
And with that, we go to Goldbrand. What you got, dude?
Before Goldbrand gets started, is it possible you can fix me so that I can edit Zatari's token so I can keep track of his hit points?
You should have been able to, but that's unfortunate.
I can't Zats. I seem like to be able everyone else's. I can try
I
to
will
drag
work on
the
that.
token here in a second. But Goldbrand will move 5, 10, 15, 20 to right here, so he doesn't have to leave Bergen's range for this round. And he will rage. He'll yank the arrow. He'll yank the arrow out of his fucking collarbone, snap the head off of it with his teeth, and he won't even snort any bloodweed. He's pissed. So he will rage and take both of his shots on this motherfucker. Shots, wow.
Take it for a shot.
He drained the bloodweed and prepared shots in advance.
Okay, roll damage for the first. Oh.
Those get +4 total. Or, plus 4 total to each.
The first one cleaves through him. These are not, the guards are not particularly stout. So if you can make it to another one, you can use that second attack on somebody else if you would like.
20. So I have.
You have 40?
45.
45.
which means, oh god, 3 more squares.
So you can get to
Fuck.
any of these
Yeah,
4, I
much
think,
more.
over here. You might even be able to get
I wanted to get to him because I thought
4,
that's what
5,
Goldbrand would
6,
do.
7.
Is after getting shot,
That's 35 feet away. Have you already moved more than 10 feet?
I've moved 20 feet.
Yeah, you can't get to him, but you can get to the others.
Oh man, I don't want to leave.
Not
I don't wanna
Azazel
go
or...
too far from Bergen. I can get to him though.
It's alright,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I can just keep following you.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Can I keep that roll or do I need to roll again?
No, that's good.
That's
So
18
yeah,
damage.
that wipes him off the map.
That's good to know.
Um,
Because I was looking
you-
to sleep.
Yeah, you do manage to down 2 of them. With that, it brings us to unknown creature, which is really fucking stupid. It's Azazel. Azazel is gonna do a couple of things. I think he's gonna start with You watch as he twirls his fingers, and blue flame becomes a rapier in his hand, and he tosses it up, and he swings his hand forward, and this is gonna go take a stab, I think, at Davos, since he sees a holy boy, and he's gonna make 2 attacks against him. One's a that's not a nat 1, that's a 7. Excuse me. The other is a what's it get to add to it? +7. That's a 22, which I'm pretty sure hits Davos. Take 10 piercing and have him make a dex save.
Dex save.
Ooh, he fails. Take 6 more fire damage. He is also going to take to the skies and drift closer. And I think that brings us back to Zat.
Rose, don't you motherfuckers forget. Since I'm Zat, I don't know how to talk like Zat. I'm Cowboy Gandalf, y'all. Don't you motherfuckers forget that motherfucker can throw fireballs, says Zat.
Indeed.
Which one was that?
The
Azazel.
Fairy Azazel.
Can throw fireballs.
Yeah, he's a bit of an ass.
Thing on the map.
Yeah, the darker one right here.
Okay.
There you go. I couldn't see your ping, Joey, but I see it now. I can't move Zat either. I'll worry about that in a second. He wants to shoot at him. If he has to reposition, he will. But he's over there. all
He'll
by
have to
his
come up
things.
around that bush, I think.
Can he
Knowing
get
that the fireball, he
Yeah, I was about
5,
to say, he
10,
wants to
15,
try to
20,
maneuver in a
25,
way that-
30. He could get around there. Make a shot.
Headshot or 2 shots. Giving yourself a try.
2 shots, I think.
Gross.
Oh, I don't think either of those hits. Nope, neither of those hits. I'm sorry, my dude. That's unfortunate. As we go to the succubus, who, let's see, what does she have for ranged options? She is going to fly 10 feet forward, and she's going to look...
Goldbrand's moonbeam is gone, obviously.
Because you're raging, yes, thank you. She's going to fly 10 feet closer to you, Goldbrand, and she's going to look at you and say, "These beasts would have me ripped asunder. Please, help me." Make a charisma save, my dude.
Oh, charisma, not wisdom, no bueno.
No, I'm sorry, you're right, it is a wisdom save.
Oh, thank God.
Much more bueno.
No, yeah, you guys are much better about that. 24, yeah, you are not swayed in the slightest.
Goldbrand gives her the bird.
And her softer features twist and sneer. I also have a picture. It's very difficult to find non-sexy pictures of
Succubus.
succubuses. So I tried to find something tasteful.
God.
Because almost all of them are nude, and the ones that aren't are still slutty as hell. So enjoy this tasteful nude. Some slight underboob.
So I have a Zat token here I can do stuff with now if you want to delete the other ones. Sorry.
Oh. Boom, boom. I didn't know there were 2. That's funny. Yeah. All right. So Goldbrand, you're past that, and with that, we go to Valkyr. What you got, dude?
I'm enjoying the tasteful underboob currently.
It's nice underboob. I
Both
mean,
Stefan and Valkyr.
In all seriousness, I don't know in the last session that I was in, I didn't update the character sheet. Did we have a short or long rest in between?
yeah, certainly. Yeah, you would have been
Okay.
fresh for this battle.
Yeah, I
Just
realized
making sure.
I did not do that before this fight, and I don't know what my hit points were when I subtracted the last set of hit points. So
Oh no, definitely.
And guard to the left of me is within striking distance melee-wise, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Then I will go for an attack
Get him.
with Rua. There we go.
The other mace of the group. I didn't. Oh, 29. Damn, dude. I didn't even know you could do that. All right, roll damage. Fuck.
I'll roll damage to that. So I'm guessing that includes
Yeah.
the crit damage, correct? All right.
Yeah, if
And
you.
then
His rolls are fucked up.
Yeah, that looks
Are
funny.
they?
He's.
Like I can't even read it. I'm not even sure what it's rolling. Weird. I think it's doing the math right, but there's just some stuff I don't recognize.
Yeah, it's weird the way it's doing the critical.
we'll just
1d8
roll with
plus
the
5.
damage for now.
I was about to
Yeah,
say, it looks like
it's enough to knock that guard off the face of the map, so you're good there. Your Moonblade, are you aiming at Lord Umber, or were both of those at Lord Umber?
Well, the first attack was at the guard. If I would
That's
have
what I
noticed
thought,
the
yeah.
guard got strike down, then yeah, the second would be at Lord Umber.
Now, do you get sneak attack
And-
when you attack? Period.
Yes. Well, here I'll link it
Like-
just to make sure.
If it pops on your first attack, you might want to prioritize who you hit. Does that make sense?
It just says once per turn.
Oh, so you get to pick. Sounds like.
But you have to have
Yeah.
advantage or have an
Yeah,
ally
but-
within 5 feet.
Swashbuckler. Hold on, let me go to this.
Swashbucklers
No.
have to be by themselves against someone else. They have to be on an island, so to speak.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
no, that totally works then. So we'll carry over that 8. So is that 19 damage? It shouldn't be both, right? Because that's.
It's definitely not both. Yeah, it's 19.
Okay, that's
and
what
then
I
I'm
thought.
about to do. I don't know what the sneak attack is, but here we go.
Said 8 damage up here.
Yeah, we're gonna carry
Here's
that
the
over.
sneak attack damage.
You. Okay. You lay into Lord Umber. Again, the mace goes through and hits the guard like right in the corner of the neck and just snaps. And then, without missing a beat, you use the same momentum you used to pull free to stab forward with the Moonblade and right into Umber's chest. He is looking in very rough shape. He is probably approaching critical territory.
So
With that,
I'm also going to use the bonus action to disengage
Yeah, buddy.
and
get it? Yeah.
move 30 feet right, or
Yeah.
what? 5, 10, 25 feet right. I'm
Okay.
going to move right here.
Solid. With that, we go to Lord Umber, who's feeling it. I don't think he has anything to make himself feel any better. He does have a but now there's nobody within 5 feet either. That's frustrating. He's going to run 10 feet. He's gonna make 2 short attacks on Goldbrand.
What a brave,
For
foolish man.
a 22 and a 19 for a total of 12 damage, but you're raging, so a total of 6 damage.
Dude, the range.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told you 12,
Mhm.
or told you 6. It should be 9. I was looking at the assassin, not at the warrior. My bad. He is then actually going to use his bonus action to use Second Wind, and he's going to get some hit points back. He's not better than bloodied, but you know he's still not looking great. With that, we go to our assassin.
I would like
he's
to
going-
use my reaction to do the
Sure.
thing. To,
Yes, do
to
the thing.
yank him
Which direction you pulling?
back towards the group.
Yeah. Chain
I will-
spear.
Is it 10 feet or 5 feet?
Let me check that real quick.
Oh,
That's
Stefan doesn't know.
doable.
Describe it, Devin.
Oh, how did I do this before? I think so. Like when these blows land, you watch Goldbrand and you watch him raise his hand and make a fist, and behind him a black hole appears, and then when he makes his fist, it like condenses down to this little dot, and since it's right in the middle of everybody, you can all kind of feel the tug of gravity, and it does this much damage, and it's a DC 16 save.
Oh,
and
I
he
forget
gets
he had to
pulled
make a save.
10 feet this away.
He fails his
It
save.
only
He
affects
gets
him,
pulled.
correct?
Yes.
Uh,
And only because he smacked me.
And he's regretting that now. Damn.
To me.
All right. He still has his bonus action, his movement. Or no, he used his bonus action for Second Wind, so he can't do the thing that he was going to try to disengage. So he's going to actually use the rest of his movement. 10, 20. He's going to get right in the corner of your movement. The assassin is going to come up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to come up right to Valkyr. He's going to go with 2 stabs with a short sword. That's a 13 and a 19. I'm guessing the 19 hits.
Still disadvantage.
13 doesn't.
Oh,
but
no,
doesn't-
you're right.
Yeah.
So the lower one I said was 13. So that's the first roll. And then 8 plus 6 is 14, does that mean?
Does not.
Okay, so
Thank God.
you get both of those miss, and we go to it's the guards on the ground, of which there is one, the guard on the ground, who is feeling a little scared now. He's gonna come up 5, 10.
Just saw all his friends get decimated one by.
He looks at Goldbrand, he looks at Valkyr. I feel like he's gonna go toward Valkyr, but that means he has disadvantage, so that's good anyway. So he rolls
I would
19.
I'm not going to use my reaction in the future for this
Mm-hmm.
turn, but I'd like to say nobody's hit me yet. What do you think you're going to do?
Well, you say that, and he rolls an 18 to hit, so. But he's gonna do a whopping six damage.
Yeah.
So you know.
It's fight the blurry mage or the barbarian that just killed 2 people and drug another one.
Open a black hole in space and tugged away. Okay, yeah. Excellent. So that one's good. That brings
You
us to
said how much?
Davos.
Sorry, Joe.
You take 6 damage. Sorry.
Okay. And that does ruin concentration, correct?
You have to make it.
You have to roll. So roll a con save.
And how much damage did he do to him? It's 10.
6
or...
damage. So 10
Oh,
in
it's
this
10.
case.
Yeah, has to be to 10.
Which you pass, so you're perfect.
He was-
Davos, what you
Still
got?
blurry.
Yeah, blurry AF.
Did you just say Davos?
Yes, indeed.
Cool. I have several things that I'm thinking for Davos. He has so many spells, I don't know how he decides.
Oh, I have several things I would like to say. Go ahead.
Well, I was about to say there's so many things that he could do, but I think oh man, what is the range on sleep? He can divide it up, right, between people he can see
He picks his priorities.
within 20 feet of a point he chooses.
So they all have to be within 20 feet of each other.
Not useful. Take it back. Don't want to do that.
Never happened.
I don't know.
It hasn't happened yet, I don't think.
I don't know that he's ever done this, but I think we're gonna do it. I think
Oh,
Davos
boy.
is gonna cast slow.
Slow. Okay, on who?
Thoughts, party members?
What?
I guess I could get these 2.
Is it 2 party members?
Well, thoughts on part. Well, I was asking the group.
Oh, I see.
I guess I can get these 2. It's it's a 40-foot cube.
Oh, everyone within a 40-foot cube?
Up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range.
That could hit the 3 of them for sure.
The 3 of them, or the 3 of like
No, the first 3 you just pinged.
these guys, including her?
Yeah. And she's 60 feet up. Not her. You would either pick Azazel and her or Azazel and Umber.
I will do Azazel and her.
Okay. All right. They have to make a save.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
talking about.
It is a
Wisdom. Okay. Succubus.
Did that just? Yeah, there it is. They put it in. I didn't mean to cast that again. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it in chat where you can see it. What it does.
It takes a -2 to AC and Dex saving throws. Oh damn! Can't use its reactions.
Slow's clutch. Good shit.
It can use either an action or a bonus action, but not both. Damn. Okay.
I saw it on his list and I was like, oh shit.
No, that's fucked. So it passes on her. Let me roll it on the other one. Or Azazel. What's he get to add to that?
Probably a decent amount.
I mean, it's not great, but
It was worth trying.
with a nat 20, you don't need it. I can see. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, nat 20. So he is good. And with that, what else does Davos do? You still got an action, bonus action. Excuse me.
Where's he standing? Okay, instead he'll move 5. If he moves here, how many people can he hit with Light of Lathander? It's a 15-foot cone.
It's a fifth. He can move a little closer. I'm sorry. Where'd you ping before?
Where he's standing now. If he moves there.
You can either get the snail and the guard. I don't think you can get Umber and Azazel. I think Azazel's too high at this point. I think he's about 20 feet up at the moment.
He'll get the snail in the guard then. Help Buck here out.
Okay. What kind of save do they have to make?
It's a
Con?
15 con save.
Oh, no matter what he gets to add, he's gonna fail. The guard. Let me look at the snail. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Oh, it does
bloop.
damage, doesn't it?
Assassin. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. It does do damage. It's radiant damage, too.
It gets a +3 to that, apparently, because he gets to add his charisma to that.
That's exact. Do you
+2
watch as
to that,
Davos
10
incinerate?
damage, I'm sorry.
Oh. You watch as Davos nearly incinerates a guard.
Why
He
does
is
it
in critical
say-
condition.
Why does it say plus charisma plus PB? Proficiency bonus?
Indeed, yeah.
Then that's a lot more than that. That's +4, I guess.
In that case, that guard is incinerated by the light.
Sorry, I don't get to run Davos.
13 plus 2 is 15. He just meets. I didn't realize I was out of frame. Okay, so he just passes. With that, we go to the archers up on the banks. One shot to Golbrand. That's a miss. One shot to Valkyr. That's a miss. One shot to Davos. Oh, 20?
Yeah.
Okay, he takes 5. And then one shot to Zatari, which is a 13, excuse me.
No. Let me
Okay,
double check
sweet.
that. No.
That brings us to Bergen. What you got, dude?
Fucking
I
Stone's Fire.
got.
Vindicator. Vindicate this bitch.
I got a mass cure wounds on my homies within a 20-foot square or sphere here. I think that hits them all. Yeah.
That was
What?
You want me to? You want me to put it in?
I don't want to spoil anything, but the slow saved your butt there. Continue.
no reactions. Yikes.
Wait, what now? Go ahead.
Because of the slow, Lady Daggerford / the succubus can't make reactions, and she would have done something to try to prevent that, but she can't. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
The Holy Boys. Doing holy
let's see.
things. Big white mage energy, Bergen.
Oh shit! Hold on. I think I cast the wrong one. Oh no, I didn't. That's a 30-foot square.
Jesus Christ.
So everyone in that space gets that.
Yeah, buddy.
You can get Golbrand, Davos, Valkyr, probably even Zat and yourself. Everyone gets 24 hit points.
Oh yes.
Fuck yeah, like shit.
My guy.
Yeah. So that's your action. For your bonus action,
Yeah. Bonus action's gonna be.
and you can still move too if you would like.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get here. We'll hold up. Yeah, there. And then bonus action, Mace is gonna come up behind the assassin if it can get to him.
Get him, yeah. I think he gets to move 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. Pop, rip, race, hit him in the face.
Oops, was that damage or is that an attack too?
That was damage. So try to roll it as an attack. Huh. There we go. 14 does not pass, unfortunately. That just misses. So that does not make purchase. With
So
that, we go to Golbrand. What you got, dude?
Golbrand feels like the healing spell like roll over his back, and you just watch him like raise his axe, and he goes, "Many thanks to Helms," and then he's going to take his attacks on this motherfucker.
Umber, get it.
He's just right there in front of him, and raging barbarians don't like to think.
Oh, let me see if that first one hits. Both of those hit. Roll.
So that's 17 total.
He's in rough shape, but he's not down. Roll the damage for the second.
19 total.
You watch as Golbrand cleaves into the shoulder and pulls, and then through the hip, and Lord Umber falls, his mask revealing he is a drow. Know nothing else of them at the moment.
Dude knows this one's, he hollers to Valkyr, but for a bonus
That's racist. You think all fucking drow know each other?
But for a bonus action, Goldberg's gonna look at Azazel and he goes, "Remember this?" And he's gonna light up like an archer and throw his javelin at him.
Okay, roll the hit.
Because that's how Goldbrand killed him last time. Oh shit, where is it?
Oh damn! I thought that was gonna be severely underwhelming because you hardly ever hit with that, but that was beautiful. So that's 18 radiant. Does not deal extra damage. But you watch as the javelin impacts into his chest, and Valkyr like unintentionally lifts an extra 5 or 10 feet in the air before he catches himself again. And he looks at you as, remember this? And he fires off a blast of flaming energy that explodes as Davos, Gulbrand, Bergen, Zatari, excuse me, not Zatari, Valkyr. The 4 of you make a dex save for me.
Yeet. God, Gobran, you suck.
Oof. Okay, Davos passes. So now I need
I didn't mean to roll that again.
17.
Sorry.
So, Davos and Valkyr, you two take 14 fire damage.
Oh my god.
The others take
Gobran also
28 fire damage. Oh, you are correct. Yeah. So Bergen, 28 fire damage. You heal everybody up a bit, and then feel as all of that and a bit more is like singed away from you. It's
Can I
it's
go ahead
rough.
and use my reaction to do Stone's Endurance?
Has it been your turn since? Yeah, you just had a turn, so yes.
Sorry, I
Mark
wanted to
off
do
that
that because
fireball.
that's going to be a decent amount of damage there.
No, you good. And Azazel will move. He's going to try to sweep around this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's still about 20 feet in the air, and he swoops around to the side. With that, we go to Zat. What you got, dog?
I think Zat's going to shoot at him. He just watched him drop
Get him.
a shooter to Azazel. He just watched him drop a fireball. Zat's like, no, sir. These are like smites. Let's see if this hits.
22 hits. So
Storm
10
shot.
plus. Excellent. What's his save?
Oh fuck, where are they? Where is things? Are they?
It's his trick shot
Found them.
save. I think
found
it's
them.
14.
13 dex.
13. Dex. Oh, he didn't roll great, but if he has at least a +2, let me see if he does.
That he does.
He's not under. He's under Fairy. That's right. He has a +4 to Dex. So yeah, he's gonna take half the damage, but he won't be stunned. Go ahead and roll it for damage.
But say he takes an additional D8 and an additional D6.
No, people within 5 feet of him take an extra D6, not him himself.
On hit, deal an additional 1d8 lightning damage. Oh, I see the other part now. All right,
Yeah.
got
You good,
you.
dog?
Face.
So that does pop him. And with that, we go to. Where am I? Oh, the succubus. So Pencheska, as you
Whoa,
now
right?
have heard her named. What?
Slowed, right?
Slowed. You are correct. She can make an action or a bonus action, and cannot make her reactions. Does that affect her movement speed? Does it halved?
Let's scroll back up here and look at it. His speed is halved.
Okay, so
Negative
she's gonna
2
move.
penalty to AC and Dex saves.
She's gonna make a little move over here, and then she's going to look to Davos. She's gonna try to charm him instead. Knight of
Oh.
Lathander, see that they are vindicating me. He has advantage on the save, yes.
Well, it says if she attempts to cast a spell, the casting time of one action, roll a d20. On an 11
Okay.
or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
It's a 1, so it's lower, so she passes, yeah? Okay. So, it's weird where a nat 1 is actually better than a nat 20. That's funny. But she does try to charm him. So Davos, make a wisdom save.
Dee-dee-dee-dee. Oh no, Davos.
Oh no, indeed. So he is charmed and he obeys her verbal commands. This is not, and I
He has
looking back at
advantage
the,
against being charmed.
he does.
Sad face.
Ooh, even worse. But listen, this is not charm person, so the conditions are not the same. She has him charmed. He obeys her commands. She tells him to deal with you all. So on Davos' next turn, he's gonna have to start making swings against y'all. I will put a concentration thing on her. Oh well, no, she doesn't have to concentrate because it's not a spell. Let me look at that. It is not a spell. He is charmed, and we are gonna go to Valk. What you got, dog?
How high is she?
She is about 50 feet up. Azazel's lower. He's about 20 feet.
And is Snail looking bloodied or?
He's looking pretty fucked up. He's in the 25% territory.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack him.
Get him.
Let's see.
Oh, that definitely hits. 9 plus.
That
You
was
get to-
no, it's just 9. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You get that sneak
Right.
attack too.
Here's the second weapon attack.
That hits, and you do get sneak attack. Devin's right.
13 is what the
13.
second hits. How's he looking?
And the sneak attack damage being 2 is actually perfect. You again go in with the stab with the moonblade, catch the snail in the side, and as there's this moment's opening as the pain hits him, you swipe with the mace and crack into his neck and hear his spine snap. The snail collapses onto the floor.
One more motherfucker. We don't have.
Still have your movement and your bonus action.
Yes. So this is a person still, correct?
A person?
An enemy?
Yeah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 feet. I'm gonna move to him. I'm gonna use my second attack.
He is 20 feet up right now.
20
Yeah, he's
feet
flying
up.
around.
Okay.
Go around. Might try to deal with that in a minute.
You have your bonus action. I don't know if you have any bonus
Yeah.
action spells.
I will use my bonus action to Misty Step up to him.
Oh, get him! Are you trying to like grab onto him, or are you trying to go up for this one hit and then fall back down?
Strictly going for the one hit and falling back down because
Okay.
I can't hit anything else besides this one hit.
Got you.
Man,
So
Solid. No, yeah, roll damage, dude.
brings back.
Or roll to
Monkey
hit.
versus Elvis.
yeah.
That is a throwback, though. Fuck.
There we go.
Oh, close. Let me.
This is me.
That does not hit. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
It's okay. I fall down and curse the
Yeah.
world.
You watch as Valkyr takes off darting, almost Naruto style, before disappearing in this splash of mist and appearing behind Azazel and going in with a swipe with his mace. But he does not find purchase and said, "Fuck!" as he tumbles to the ground. We're not gonna make you take any fall damage, but the effect would have been badass. With that, we go to a chunk of the enemies. The warrior is dead. So let me delete him. The next one is the assassin, who is dead. And the next one is the floor guards, who are dead. Oh boy, it's Davos' turn.
Well, Davos with a somewhat misty, somewhat thirsty look in his eyes.
Thirsty. Well, that's...
I tried to think about this earlier, and I couldn't really decide. And I think in the
Come at
interest
me, bro.
I mean, I was gonna hit Goldbrand. He doesn't. He gets 2. Oh, he has to move though. Oh, since he can already see Bergen, he'll take his first attack at Bergen since he's already within range, and then he'll probably go smack Goldbrand for the next one.
What?
Davos is charmed, so he's swinging against y'all. That's 10 damage to Bergen. So I know a 26 fucking hits.
Oh, sure enough.
Unless you want to use... If that... Oh, even with the shield, I don't think you could get out of that. No,
No.
never mind.
He does get to smack Davos when Davos moves to hit Goldbrand, though.
Does
If you would-
Bergen get an opportunity or no?
He does, yeah.
It does.
Okay.
And Bergen, if you hit and deal damage, you get to try to knock him out of it. He gets to remake his save.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Mm.
21 hits. Well,
Oh,
we won't count the divine strike. But we'll pop him. Devin, pop him for the 8,
Got
and
roll
he's
with
gonna
his
remake.
save.
It was a wisdom. Yeah, thank you. Oh no, you make it. Duh, not her.
Not
Whoops.
good. So,
Mm,
Okay.
here
that
is the
fails, yeah.
second attack on Goldbrand. which
21,
does 5
10.
damage to Goldbrand.
Oh, you're correct. He can.
Valkyrie says to Davos, "God damn it, Davos! You had one job."
The only
You're
guy
right,
that
though.
can keep that from happening to us gets charmed.
You're right, though. That's funny. He was talking about it. All right, with that, the 4 archers are going to take fire. 1 against Valkyr. That fails. 1 against Goldbrand. 12 fails.
12.
1 against Bergen. 13 fails. And then 1 against Zatari since he's charmed. 19 plus 3. So yeah, that hits. Takes 5 piercing damage, Zatari.
I think that's the first time Zat's been damaged.
Good. With that, we go to Bergen. What you doing, dog? What you
Alright.
feeling?
So this here charm, it's not technically a curse, is it? It's not something that the spell remove curse would
Oh,
remedy.
I don't think so, but I will check because that's pretty cool. Oh, I will tell you. I think you do have a spell for this, but I don't think it's remove curse. Oh no, you
I mean,
need
I got one
you need a
for, like,
greater
poison
restoration.
and shit, but
Yeah, I thought a lesser restoration would do it,
right.
but you need
I don't
a
think it's
greater
remove.
restoration.
That's it. I don't even know if a dispel magic would do it either. Like that's a.
It's a creature effect, not a spell. So
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, dispel curse will not, my dude. But great idea. I love where your head's at.
Yeah. Okay. So, would healing him have the same chance of knocking him out of this, or just damage?
Unfortunately, just damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to say something to him and try to heal him, I will set a DC based on what you say, and we'll see.
Maybe. Let me think about it for a second.
Okay.
Um,
Go, Brain. You're
can
on
I
deck.
take
Just so you know.
can I take a look around at the group and discern like who's in the worst looking shape?
Who is bloodied or worse? Goldbrand, I think, is.
Yeah.
But that's still 49 hit points.
All right.
I'm doing fine.
But I think you're the worst off right now,
I
unless
think so.
Zatari is fucked up.
Bonus action, Macy at the, I guess Azazel.
Yeah. Fuck up
Aspera?
Azazel.
Azazel. Yeah.
That'll work. Get him.
If y'all can cover for Goldbrand for a minute, he's gonna bring the succubus to us.
I would like that.
Oh, 26. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. That does hit. 13. It's not radiant. It's force damage. That's good to know. No, well, it doesn't matter for him anyway. But you smack him with the mace, and he looks back at you and he goes, "And after you left the door open for me to get here."
Oh,
Southern.
motherfucker.
Yeah. And with that, Goldbrand, what you got?
Oh, hold up. I still got an action.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, dude. That's
No,
right.
you're good. You're good. I am gonna run up. Oh.
The walls.
Can I get to Goldbrand to touch him without actually provoking an attack of the opportunity from?
Yeah.
the-
You only get he only gets the attack if you move out of his range, so you can move here or on either side of him, or even one more square south, and still be good.
All right, just close enough to touch. To do. Where is it? These.
This one.
It's not really in character for Bergen, but I just picture Bergen walking up behind Goldbrand, just smacking him on the ass real hard. Like,
One bludgeoning damage. Reroll the save. No. 17. Okay.
And that'll heal me a bit too.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, he touched you, Devin, so I guess he slapped Goldbrand's ass.
yeah,
And
I'm
with
sorry,
that,
guys.
we
That
go
ass
to
goes.
Goldbrand.
Yeah, the ass of stone.
Thick barbarian cheeks.
Yeah, so
Crack a walnut.
this is kind of dangerous with Devos right there taking swings on me. I'm gonna do it anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're a barbarian, man.
Yeah,
Go in.
Get it.
Before I drop my rage, Goldbrand will take a step away from Davos. That hits Goldbrand, so I take 7 damage. Sorry, Bergen, to undo
Well,
some of your work.
He pops all of his extra shit. No.
No words. No words.
Well, you know what? Actually, hang on. 10 or higher. A 10. So I'm afraid. Pop a divine smite.
I ain't scared.
He thinks you're a threat.
I ain't scared. Hold on, I gotta find bonus action. Divine Smite. 2d8 damage plus 3.
He's kind of scared. That's what I'm getting.
I ain't
Should
scared.
be a little scared. Yeah, that's. I think that rolled to hit. Roll the damage.
No, it's 2d8. 6 plus 7.
Oh, you're correct.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm sorry.
16 total, which is still only 8 to Goldbrand.
Yeah. Poppity pop pop pop.
Still got more than I had before Bergen healed me, so fuck you, Davos.
Take it. Yeah.
Goldbrand will step away. He'll actually even move a little farther this way just to try to. You know what? Fuck it. He was here.
Fuck
5,
it.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Davos shouldn't be able to reach him.
You're correct.
And Goldbrand will drop his rage and cast Earthbind.
Well, question: does he get an attack of opportunity against you?
Who?
Davos, since you moved out of his range.
Yeah, we already took it. That's what we just did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I realized that was. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was looking at what I'm doing next with Pencheska and Azazel. Go ahead.
DC 16 Strength saving throw.
On the succubus? Or... Okay. Oh, 17 natural, and she probably has a positive, so yeah.
You're the worst.
Sorry. You watch as vines erupt from the tiled floor and begin to swirl toward Pencheska. But as she slashes at them with searing claws, none of them manage to take purchase. What else you got, dude?
Bonus action slinging my javelin at her.
Get it?
Reaches. I'm sorry, I got real dumb there for a second. I couldn't find my bonus actions. It says 60 feet. Can I technically hit her? Nah, I can't hit anybody from there, can I?
When you were walking, you would be within 10 feet away from her, and that's the distance you would need to be to pop her from that height. So yes. And that hits. Yeah, do it. She doesn't even get to use her reaction. Solid. 53. If you didn't hear that. Excellent.
So, oh man, maybe I should have raged again.
As Biggs would have said, decent. Alright, you done?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we go to Azazel, who, he's actually gonna, sneer at Valkyr. I thought I was done dealing with you boys before, but it looks like you've managed to piss off both Mama and Daddy's side of the line. And with that, he's actually going to... Is he going to pop a second one? Nah, he's going to make a con save, Valkyr.
Understood. Ah.
16, that passes barely. You watch as his hand is wreathed in a red light, and he goes to grab onto you, you feel this chill of energy from it, but you manage just to pull away and back roll before he gets to you, and then he's gonna sneer, and he is gonna fly back up, so you get an attack of opportunity. He doesn't get to do either of his good bonus actions. Yeah. He'll wait.
Wait just a second.
Oh, 28's a hit. Yeah, for sure. Roll some damage. 12. Oh, he's looking pretty rough. He's in the bloodied territory. And with that, we go to Zat, unless Devin has something.
No, I was checking to make sure she didn't have any penalties to because of the slope. But
I think it's, you said just dex checks, yeah?
it is. Zat
Yeah.
is gonna go, man, you need to shut the fuck up. And he's gonna do his thing where he unleashes 6 shots at once.
Surprisingly accurate Josh cosplay.
I was gonna say that's pretty on point. Devin.
Roll your 3 shots, my dude. Don't roll below a 6.
Sorry, theirs are weird.
Okay, so 12, 9 is 21, 11, 33. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The 14s don't hit. My apologies. So he just takes the 12.
But he has the second gun, right? So he gets 6 total in a round, or does he have to do the thing for that?
He can't do both of them the same round, because it technically is using both of his attacks to do this.
But unless he does his thing.
He still has a bonus action attack. He can still do his bonus action thing, but he can't make both pepper boxes. It takes an action, quote unquote, to do the pepper box. It used to be an action and bonus action, but
what is it?
Yeah,
he used a bonus. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought he did a thing. I thought he could maybe it is it not a bonus action to do the thing where you get another? He's a fighter.
Yeah, he's a 2-weapon fighter. He can make another attack. He can make another normal attack, but he can't make another pepper box or a pepper box special attack.
That's crazy. I can't remember the name of the feat, but I thought he got the feat to let him have another round of attacks, or the thing that let him have another round of attacks.
He has action surge.
That I can't find it on his character sheet.
He should have it. Yeah, he's a fighter. Yeah, you could use that.
Well,
And that would allow you to use the second pepperbox special.
that's
Fuck.
what I was after, so that's what I'm
I
gonna
see.
do.
Okay. So you still have 2 bonus actions with that too, but make your 3 pepperbox
One
attacks.
of those action surges takes the first round. The bonus action is used like action surge.
I
is
see.
bonus
Okay.
action.
So you have 4 shots you get to make. Make them.
Oh, I
7 shots in a round. Damn.
Yeah, like
Is that
goddamn.
not what he did last session?
He did.
18 hits, so that's 11 more. Oh, that's 20 more. I think that's you watch as Josh he takes his wrist and he slams into 2 buttons on the side of his pepper boxes and pop 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 7 shots, just one right after the other lay into Zatari. Or excuse me, lay into Valkyr. And lay into Azazel. I'll get there eventually. And Azazel, like, wings go back and you hear him hiss as blue fire starts to seep from the wounds. And he looks down and he sneers and he goes, my daddy's been calling you, boy. You best answer. And you watch as the flames climb and climb until he is unrecognizable, but even then, the black pupilless eyes seem to remain and stare before he is naught but smoke. And with that,
Man, fuck that host.
we go to the succubus, who is now scared shitless as the thing she summoned to protect her has been slain. She's slowed.
Which she could command Davos to release.
She's actually going to go to Davos. 3, 4. And she takes him by the neck. And she kisses him. Make a con save at
Is she 10 feet above the ground at this point?
At this point, she's descended all the way to the ground to be at his level. Perhaps, floating still, but not high enough to matter.
She done fucked up, heard.
You're right. She kisses him. He makes a con save. He passes the con save. You watch as their lips make contact. You watch as the color drains from his face just slightly before Davos shakes his head. This would have dealt damage, so I'm gonna let him make another save. Make another con save to see if he could break out of her, or excuse me, wisdom save. See if he can break out of her thing. Ooh, no dice. The bard is a simp, and we knew it all along.
That doesn't actually do any damage?
It doesn't do the damage. No, I'm gonna say that he gets the check regardless, just because he passed the check, and I'm trying to be generous. But, with that, she is going to. She can't use a bonus action. She can't use her reaction. Fuck, Devin. She was supposed to be a bad bitch, and you've neutered her. With that, she will actually. 5, 10, 15. She can get. She was here. 5, 10. I think she'll be here instead, coming from where she was. And she's gonna make 2 claw attacks as she sinks her nails into your chest, Bergen. Oh, that's a D12. How did you get over here? Okay. So a 25 and an 8. So a 25 takes 7 slashing damage for me. As she gets at the collarbone of your breastplate and pierces into the upper muscle right here. It is excruciating. You feel her claws grinding against your upper rib cage. It's very unsettling. Yeah. You're right. As we go to Valk.
That's the
What
worst
you got,
thing
dude?
I've heard Bergen say.
Before it gets to my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and use Hexblade's Curse, which
Okay.
let me link this just because it's a bonus action. There we go.
Solid.
And then
Good.
I'm going to use my bonus action for this. How far is she?
She went down to get Bergen, so she's about 20 feet away from you.
Okay, so she's not up in there. All right,
Correct, yeah.
gotcha. Then
She done fucked up.
She done fucked up. We'll go with this attack.
Oh, that
Second
hits, yeah.
weapon.
Roll damage for both. 10
10,
plus 8.
19.
Why did it roll the second one twice? That's weird. 10, 19, 29 damage. She is in that battered territory where she's in that 25% range.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the sneak attack damage on top.
Get it, yeah. Or it was in there, yeah. So 29 altogether. All right. Bonus action, my dude.
Let me see what I can do. Use both my soul slots. I think for bonus action. Oh, I get to attack twice. My bad.
Now you get it.
I can see his rolls in D&D Beyond too. I wonder if that's why they look weird in Roll20.
That might be why. Solid. So you get to make 3 altogether?
Yeah, 2 with a packed weapon, which is the
I
first
see.
hit,
That's
1
right,
with
yeah.
the second weapon,
With a
and
bonus
then
action.
sneak attack damage. Yeah, so I
Solid.
guess
Okay.
4 altogether.
So
And then
6.
I didn't.
She's fucked.
Where's the hex damage? So I think hex blade damage.
Oh, Hexblade's Curse is a bonus action. So that would have taken your, I think, that last Morningstar Strike.
Because you only
I'm
get
pre-
one. Yeah, you only get one bonus
Yeah,
action. Like on
But
a
I
turn.
used it on her turn.
But you,
Is it a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hexblade's Curse, not Hex. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, damn,
1
dude.
minute. You gain a +4 damage, so all those damages get a +4 to it.
You watch as Valkyr comes up. He sees her try to kiss Davos, her sink her claws into Bergen, and he comes up. This fury building behind you. The Moonblade goes in through the bottom of her ribcage and up through her torso. The mace crashes down upon her back, and you hear her cry out. And instead of the blue flames of Azazel, violent red flames and heat incinerates and bashes you guys back as her corpse is burned to a crisp. And in the distance, perhaps across the realm she's being burned to, you hear Azazel's laughter. And with that, my dudes, probably gonna go ahead and take our break. Okay.
God,
Turn that one down.
Eerie as fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. A little creepier than I was thinking, but you guys watch as Pencheska erodes into flames. The bright heat, the intensity of it, causing you to squint and back away, the hairs upon your arms singeing. You see a couple of items fall to the ground. A gold ring she was wearing. The cord that was part of the pendant that she ripped off. Where Azazel left, you see no remnants. You also see the bodies of Lord Umber and of the snail. And you have 4 archers staring you down from the balconies, and all of them clutch at their heads and shift, and you gather that they were under some type of enchantment to be cooperating, even once her identity was revealed. And now that the succubus has been slain, that has been dissolved. Where do you choose to proceed? You know you must find the Lady Daggerford.
Throughout the next proceedings, Goldbrand wants to keep his eye on the archers, particularly if one rushes off.
Okay.
But I imagine one of y'all closest is gonna check out them items she dropped.
If I guess while all this is going on, Bergen will start casting a spell. I don't know if something might happen in the interim to break
Is
it or
this
whatever.
what is it? Prayer of healing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you would have
Goldbrand-
time to start that,
Goldbrand's
and I
usually
would say
started
that
as like jug, 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 jug.
walk his happy ass right on back. you guys all get an opportunity to benefit from that. So go ahead and pop your damage on that.
Do we want to take a short rest?
We'll
while
say
we,
in that
examine these bodies and etc.
I wouldn't say you could do a short rest while you were checking the bodies, but he could do the prayer of healing while some of the rest of you did. You do find a ring on Lady Pencheska that you need to attune to. I'll just put Daggerford's ring for now, and if anyone wants to, they can make an Arcana check or a history check. See if they can give a guess at what it is.
Mine are non-existent. If anybody else's are better than that.
I think Davos has a decent Arcana. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, wonderful.
Tally,
Hero
maybe?
6.
6. No, I'm afraid that does not yield you anything.
Tally's not here.
Oh, you
I'll
are
go
correct.
for
Thank
it,
you.
but I'm not good at it.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
You said Arcana or History?
Arcana or history, you have to beat a 14.
Mm,
Who?
Excellent. So, you having been the lord that stuck back and had to deal with some of the more mundane business, got to talk to Daphne a lot more. And Daphne had mentioned that many of the line of Daggerford, or the line of any lord, will have items of protection to assist them against assassination attempts. This ring likely casts some type of defensive magic. You don't know what it is yet. You'd have to attune to it to know for sure, but you got enough to know that this is something that she may have used in battle if someone didn't take away her reactions. But so yeah. The chain itself doesn't seem to be enchanted, but the item previous, the ruby that had the blood in it that she used to summon Azazel, did. However, without that intact, it's difficult to ascertain what that was.
Can we salvage the blood of him? Or no?
The blood of...
Like the
Can we
Oh, of
revive the blood of
it burned it away as it, so there is no blood left. There is perhaps scorch marks in the area of the tile, but there is not a trace of any flesh of him or her or the blood. And
very
I
weird.
will say, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying very, very weird.
Very weird, yeah. So the you would know from your 14 that the Fiends are probably like the Fae. When you had previously killed Azazel, he had dissolved into dust and went into the Fae portal. This time he seemed to burn into flame. And that's unusual because you're not sure if he's Fae or Fiend. You know the Fae-Re are the result of demons and tieflings having spawn. And there's going to be demons and elves. It's like they're the parallel to tieflings. If a human and a demon have a kid, it's a tiefling. If an elf and a demon have a kid, then it's a Fae-Re. And it's weird to see that he's seemed to go to two very separate places after you've slain him for the second time. You also know he has the ability to come back in months, perhaps sooner, but he was summoned to this realm.
Could I explain the information that I know to the group in case anybody has any additional conjecture?
Yeah, for sure.
Devin has
Does
lots,
anybody
but
know what's going on?
Coburn has none. Oh, Coburn will say, he'll look at Bergen. He'll say, does you think since he has anything to do with the big horned things? Oh, Coburn will shit himself.
Oh God.
And he'll
That's the big
reiterate.
bullshit.
As Devin remembers something.
Yeah, he will reiterate. Actually, as we discussed, the Bergens, that I saw the motherfuckers from your dreams. Not in this rooms, but associated with the events that just happened. So Goldburn wants to do two things. He wants to look around very carefully, and
Okay.
if he's wise enough to discern that the guards are coming out of some kind of charm, he wants to look at one of them and say, You need to search the castle
Well, do-
for your ladies.
Do me a favor. Roll an insight check for me.
I'm scared. Gross.
The
Here's my
guards.
inspiration.
Yes, yes, you may. 15. No, that was a good reroll. Two of them seem genuine. Two of them seem to be feigning as if they were under the same enchantment. You know that Lady Daggerford, the succubus Pencheska, was tied to the Zent. Obviously, she's working with the snail. You gather that some of these, the guard may have been in on that. Some of the castle staff, some of the city's reigning forces. This is deep, deep corruption.
Well, it's actually kind of funny you say that, because now Goldbrand can say the thing I wanted to say. So, he'll say that, but then he'll also add, after a brief pause, after gathering that, he'll say, tell Darkholz if Nightstones is not left alone, she is next. And he'll go about his business.
The two guards on the eastern balconies cut a look to each other. They all seem to go on as if you hadn't noticed anything, and proceed to go to alert the rest of the castle of the keep as to what's happened, and alert the proper forces. Where do you guys proceed to?
Does Goldbrand have to make a check to look around, or one of them to look around? Because Goldbrand is still sus about the whole.
Look around the ballroom?
Yeah. So is Devin correct in thinking that he did not see the thing in the room in his vision? It was just apparently associated with what was going on.
It's difficult to say, because some of your visions are literal, as you've come to find. Some of them are literally what you have seen in your life, while others are more abstract. The stars are not consistent storytellers, as it were.
Well, do you think
Goldbrand?
Oh, yes.
I was gonna say, did Goldbrand elicit any of these dreams to the whole group?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he.
Yeah, I
shared
think these
that
have been all pretty public.
Yeah.
He saw a horned figure in the space, a larger figure. Well, you saw you realize the horned winged figure may have been Azazel. It may have been the succubus's form. You do remember what Azazel had said, as far as that he made mention that his daddy's been calling to Zatari. So you know that he is
I hate that voice.
yeah, good.
Specifically because you're saying daddy with it.
Daddy. No, but it's so there's something tied in to Azazel's lineage, perhaps.
I'm not gonna pester Zad about it because he's not here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Goldbrand wants to go find the painting that we all know about.
Okay, you proceed into the Daggerford ladies' chambers. You find the painting itself, a rather flattering image compared to what you've seen her to actually look like, as is not uncommon for. But she, the face doesn't seem animate. If you have Sirius investigate, he does not seem interested in the painting.
I'm not sure if this is correct. If you all remembers, in my visions, the eyes moved. Davos over here is under the impression that she's been stuck in the paintings. I wonders if this is a regular paintings. There is perhaps this is a decoys.
Or mate, was it the same painting as this?
Is it the same painting?
It was, yeah. It's the same. A portrait of Lady Daggerford in a gown, seated upon her throne. Goldbrand would remember that he saw this through the mirror. You didn't see this initially. You rolled exceptionally well. In the reflection of the mirror in the room, you saw the portrait, and there you saw its eyes move.
Goldbrand looks in the mirror, or looks at the picture through the mirror.
If you position yourself in front of it, You adjust the angle, and you see it move, and its eyes look to you.
The fucks?
Its mouth moves, but you hear nothing.
Y'all come look at this shit.
Valkyr walks up, sees the same thing. Would recommend. Does anybody have Dispel Magic or Uncurse from Bergen?
I was just gonna say, I don't know if Remove Curse would work on that. I don't have to spell magic. I could just
I
do
can
it for
try.
shiggles,
I can
but-
try to dispels if he wants to try to remove.
Yeah, I'll try it.
That's the
Ciao.
only thing I can think of.
So which one of you's going first?
Bergen went ahead and tried to remove curse.
Okay. I did not anticipate this, but I love it so much that you grasp upon the mirror. And it is beautiful. I mean, it is silver inlay, full-length body mirror, 3 feet by 7, perhaps. I mean, it is immaculate. Inset with rubies and gemstones. It is the epitome of opulence. And you grasp upon it, and you feel this energy, this not dark, but foreign to you as a cleric, very uncomfortable. And you feel a presence within the mirror. And as you dispel, you see the painting reach out through her painting in the reflection, climb through and come through and be pushed through the glass and into your world. As you see a rather sallow-faced woman that you recognize as Lady Daggerford.
Well, shit.
You're the
She
shit's vindicators.
I just shrugs like, yeah.
She
Playing this
She-
the whole time.
she throws her arms around you. Thank you. No, I have been in there for years now. I think
Oh,
it's
God.
difficult to say. There is so much that they are planning, that they have planned, that they have. You're the lords, yes, of Nightstone. You resemble what she said, the Goliath, the elves, the Knight of Helm.
Oh, we are.
They had forces they were gathering. The Iron Ring, brought on by Lord Umber's connections. The new Lord Umber, anyway.
He's dead now.
That is good, but there is still. He was but a small fish in the pond. They had sought to send levies of slaves, bound together, force them forward as their archers and infantry fired upon you. They had intended to make you do terrible things that they believed you incapable of, to effectively fight them. I don't know if what you have done today has stopped that. I don't know if the others are still gathering, but you have severed several heads within their organizations. The Iron Ring, the Zent, you have made progress, and you have set right Daggerford Keep. For that you have my eternal alliance, in combat, in trade, in whatever you desire.
Don't believe her.
As we should.
Well, as we should. Absolutely, you're right. You
Do I believe
guys, do you believe her? Oh, I'm sorry. Insight check. Yes.
Another 15.
Yeah. I mean, you gather that she, and you realize there's no windows in here, in this room. There is no way for her to see the outside world to know how much time has passed. But the way she appears, the sallow in her face, I mean, you gather that she has been imprisoned for quite some time. And you believe that everything she is saying is what she has overheard in this state.
Goldburn will go ahead and drop one of these. It says just a healing
There's-
spirit.
Any spirit?
There's
Very
a
nice.
clear difference in the way that the succubus portrayed Lady Daggerford and the way she appears now, correct?
Yes and no. Like, you gather that this Lady Daggerford has somewhat been humbled by the experience. Like, she might have been a little pompous, and you know that, the Lady Daggerford had coveted Nightstone. You do not know if this Lady Daggerford was that, or if that was Pencheska who was coveting the Nightstone. You have no
But
time of. Sorry, go ahead.
Aesthetically speaking, like she doesn't look overworn or anything like that, given her experience.
A little bit, yes. Yeah, she does look a little thinner, and you gather that
She looks
this.
like she's been fed upon.
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, she's been zapped. She's been drained.
Okay. Not by the experience, but by the succubus.
Been
Well,
smacking on her.
yeah. Snacking on her. You're
Macking on her, sorry. Like,
macking. Gross.
Sounds hot.
That's
I can't wait to tell Brandon when
Beautiful.
he gets back that he got some action with a hot succubus babe.
You're right, though. Oh god, I need to make a note. Helena's gonna have some questions about that.
So on that note, Valkyria would be like, "Hey, if you want to take your mind off of things, I know a great band player that you could listen to some music to, and I'll join you in some wine and dance, and we'll take your mind off of things."
Wow, making a move.
It's like Goldberg's behind Lady
she-
Daggerford going,
she smiles. There is much I must
into this political connection.
say. Like there is much I must get in order, but
I could
perhaps.
get you in order.
no. Oh my god.
Brandon's not here, so I gotta make
No,
up for it.
yeah, Jesus, you're right though. Oh Christ! You guys finish your conversation with Lady Daggerford. You have gathered what you could of the booty, so to speak. You do find a couple other things, I will say, on the corpses of the snail and the Lord Umber. Lord Umber, you find commands that are written out, dated 2 days prior from Skullport. And it is asking for confirmation of the date of the attack. You know that they had previously planned attack on the 14th of Eliant. You do not know if this has come to fruition. You do not know if he has responded to this, in effect, I mean. But
What's the current date?
3 days?
it is 2 days after what the letter is dated.
Okay.
The letter is dated as written. You know that Skullport is beneath Waterdeep. You know that Waterdeep is a little ways away. You don't know how much time he had to respond to this news. For the snail, you find similar such communications with Nim the rat, that he had asked to lead a battalion of troops from Loudwater to attack your eastern flank and catch you guys off guard. You, of course, had scryed upon him and discovered this in advance. You do not know how that has come to pass. You did. I think ultimately Bergen had sort of led the thought to leave the troops behind in Succumber so that they could help Succumber's defenses and make Lord Succumber aware, which could play a factor into this. But at the moment, you don't have any news of that.
Goldberg wants to not gently nudge the body of Lord Umber with his foot. He'll say, does we have any ways to mark this man's face?
Mark it?
Mark this man's face.
A Sharpie, you mean? You're gonna draw dicks on the dead dude's face?
Devin
The
wants
only
to draw.
reasonable solution.
Devin wants like a police sketch of him. It's the best way that I have
Oh.
to.
Okay. Upon saying that, yeah, sure, they have a medieval sketch artist that does precisely this thing, Devin.
If I-
Sure.
I would
Cast
like for
minor
all of us
illusion.
to have an attempt.
I was gonna say, like,
You know what? Yeah, let's roll a performance check. All everyone who wants to. Let's see how this goes. Excellent
I got
suggestion,
this, team.
Stefan.
Oh, this performance check.
Rough fucking.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm
Oh
in
my.
there.
Y'all aren't even like halfway done, and Stefan's like, I think this is pretty good. And it's like perfectly shadowed, like, you know, the features of the face are like impeccable, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Culbrand's still like struggling to draw a rough circle for the head, like he's using like the bottom of his axe blade to carve it into the floor.
Like, I can't see my fucking rights. Why am I doing
Yeah.
this?
That's a very fine sketch, and you can you probably could use that to if somebody were to recognize this man to know who he is. Lady Daggerford, the Retrieved, does not recognize him.
But I bet there are, and I guess maybe Stefan does not know this, but Valkyr would. That the Iron Rings hands off slaves as tributes to other drows for sacrifices to some scary spider bitches. So there will be someone somewhere that knows who he is, if I had to guess.
We need to find that person ASAP.
I bet we could go
Correctamundo.
to the port skulls and find out.
School ports.
Which is where we need to head
Go ports.
anyways, correct?
Well, no, because your current you know that before the end of this month, the Von and Dodd will walk again. You know you were still early in the month. You're in the first 10 day.
Is that what the Stein thing told us? Is that where we learned that?
That is what these. I think it was a combination of that and what Zatari's patron had told him that gave you the exact day. I forget which one, but you got that information by the end of the fading, which is to say, aliens. It will walk. So you've got a limited time frame in which to do that. You're welcome to do the Skullport thing first, but as far as your pressing issue, that is Iron Slag.
Great. Okay. I'm assuming someone alerted the guards that we found their lady. Go ahead.
No, yeah, you see people setting upon her. You see advisors coming forward. You see the entire keep seems to be on high alert now that this is broken, that Lady Daggerford has been impersonated for the past however long. So
Two things. So has there been a spell over the entirety of the keep in terms of the succubus seducing everybody and having to come to a realization?
It doesn't seem so. It seems like it seems like she had primarily focused on the guards. She hadn't cared so much for the servants and for the non-combatants, so to speak. But no, the others seem. It's difficult to say if they're involved in the Zent or not.
I was about to say, as soon as there was a private enough moment, Goldbrand would mention his insight check that he noticed that there were at least 2 guards faking it.
Okay. I would definitely like to propose to the group that we question those 2 guards, but just to clarify, Stefan wants to know, we have 3 pressing issues currently, correct?
We have the Vonendad. You have
Right.
the potentially impeding army. You don't know if they've. It takes 2 days to get from Waterdeep to Daggerford. That letter could have been received today and not yet responded. It could have been responded to immediately upon opening. You're not sure, but
I would like to. Don't we have the ability to contact Daphne?
That's about what I was about to say.
you do. You have the mirror. Yeah.
Goldbrand
You call
takes the
upon her.
mirror out of the bag and hands it to Valkyr. That picture, I imagine he took it from Tally, the bag.
I would. I'd like to contact Daphne and question about anything new.
Okay. At this hour, it opens to it fades to a pink, and then dissolves to reveal Daphne, and she is seems to have been reading at the nightstand, and says, "Oh, my lords, how goes the infiltration?"
Show her the bodies.
What? Show her the bodies?
Yeah, Valkyr turns the mirror around and shows
she
like
goes-
every corpse. Don't
she's like-
worry, mate. There was 2 other bodies here, but they dissipated, so everybody's here and clear.
She goes, "You always have the. I cannot wait to hear this story. Another fantastic adventure, I'm sure. What can I do for you?"
Goldbrand, tell him.
Bose. What can
Yeah.
she do for us? I imagine the group fills her in on, we killed this person, and this person. We found the real Lady Daggerford. Please stand up. And then... Sorry.
You just floored me. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's the oldest reference I've ever heard you make, Devin. Wow. I'm impressed.
I'm proud of you.
Dude,
Oh, God.
I love
Go ahead.
Eminem, not as much as I'm shady, but... Oh man, what exactly is it she can do for us, Stefan? Is there something specific you wanted her to?
Yeah, there's supposed to be an attack. I'm not sure if it was the snail or sorry, I'm not
Yes,
remembering
there's
all the
Like
names.
there's one coming from the east, and there's one that you think is coming from Waterdeep, which is the northeast. And
Right.
if you tell her this, she says that she will send messengers immediately to the forces in the east to prepare them for this. You know that the 14th had asked for confirmation and do not know if plans had been set.
So as of right
Um,
now, we have no additional new information in terms of where those armies are located.
Correct. And I will say I may retcon the phrasing of one thing. Not confirmation of the date, asking the date for the attack. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
Because no, I think I did say that incorrectly earlier. So you know that they were asking when should we strike, and you do not know if a response has been sent yet.
I remember. Oh. Keep going, Stefan. There's someone else I want to call after this.
Okay. All I would say to her is, okay, keep us updated as soon as you know anything new. Contact us, because we have a few more pressing matters to attend to, but we will come to your rescue if need be.
She nods her head and says it will be done, my lord. And the mist once again. Oh,
Can
sorry.
I also, before she goes real quick, can I let her know about the troops that we can get from my end? Like if
Yeah,
we have
from
the room
okay.
for it,
Yeah.
and ask her to put that in queue.
Yeah, she's she says she can.
I've never asked for anything ever, but will you build a stable, please?
She says
Or whatever it is.
yeah, you fill her in the detail, 24 men and just as many horses, and she tells you that this can be built. She asks we can build it outside the city. We could or we could build it inside the city and attach it to we do have some spare lands. We could begin a church to Helm if you would like. It would take a little longer than the stables, but it would also have housing for the men. And if I'm being honest, I am unsure if we have enough for them at the Nightstone Inn and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it helps house some of these dudes.
Cool. So she says that she will put that at the front of the queue, so to speak.
Already won.
Excellent.
Also, as the mist is dissipating, I would like to whip Nene and then say Golden Pony Boy.
Beautiful. She is bewildered somewhere in Nightstone Keep, but you can't see that because the mist has faded. Devin, second call.
I just kind of imagine Daphne walking away from the mirror, shaking her head, going, "What the fucks have I gotten myself into?" But,
Sure, man, I gotta bust out some dance moves. That's all I got.
Oh yeah, he's
Goldbrand would hopefully think to call Safine and fill her in on what has just transpired.
She smiles after you fades into blue. You tell her and well, Shug, I have to say I'm impressed. I thought I was gonna have to bring Miss Silverhand down there herself to try to get those troops back in order. Trust me that we are looking at the Lord's alliance that Umber was seeking to mobilize. We have ceased that.
That's great
this-
news.
Yeah,
This news?
because Lady Laurel Silverhand, she's the open lord of Waterdeep, the only one who is known to the public. She's a head bitch in charge, as they say.
Chief of what?
Is that what they say?
I know Goldbrand don't know none of this, but Lady Laurel Silverhand is a boss ass bitch.
She is like
One of
and
these sevens
most of you would know her name just as through reputation. Incredibly powerful. Level wise, we're talking maybe not level 20, but pretty damn close,
Well,
if not.
I was about to say, canonically, she's 23 or 24.
And Goldbrand has this special relationship with her?
No one- no,
I was
no.
Asking, he was like, who's?
Okay.
Yeah.
because Devin knows who that is, but Goldbrand would have no clue.
Yeah.
She's
But
like,
Bow down.
so you gather that if Safine had enough time before the event, that she would have brought Lady Laurel Silverhand to stop the Lord's Alliance in their attack. And that may have altered some things. At what point that would have happened would have obviously determined how big an outcome. But she is the head of the Lord's Alliance well, let me rephrase that. More a higher ranking than Lord Umber, enough to where she could redirect that.
She's like everything an adventurer aspires to be.
She's
Okay.
yeah, head bitch in charge. I said it. With
Alright,
that,
so sweet.
anything else in Daggerford Keep before you guys head back?
You want to go find those guards, Stefan? If they haven't left.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely would like to question the 2 guards that Goldbrand insight check.
You begin looking for them. You ask for an assembly of the guard. And they are brought up forward, and you do not see them present. The 2 that you recognized.
Mother sucker.
Goldbrand alerts Lady Daggerford of this.
She says immediately and tells the captain to get a number of the men, and they're also dealing with the 4 corpses and who these men were, and they don't know if these men were involved or if these men were innocent. And there's this combined mix of grief and accusation, and there's a bit of chaos among the guardsmen. He says, we will do the best we can. We will try to figure out who is missing. You gather it will be investigated.
Bard or cleric? Goldbrand looks at. Never mind. I feel like it's too meta.
Wow.
There's a spell that might could help us that Davos or Bergen might know.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I was just saying,
What-
I have nothing.
You could say.
For
Can I
what now?
say? Clerics and bards both get speak with dead.
Speak
I don't
with
believe I
dead.
have.
Yeah. That's fair. I don't think Davos has that either.
Yeah, probably.
So I think
not.
that might be a dead end, my dude. But
We can't investigate,
unless you-
you said?
you can investigate their corpses, but there's no way to really know if
I think
there may not be a surefire way to tell if they were Zent or not.
I think
I
the
found nothing.
Oh, that yeah, especially not with that.
Valkyr is still trying to make his move on Lady Daggerford.
I like to think that Valkyrie is like, wait, was the succubus fucking all of them? Is that how this works? I don't understand. She kissed him, it didn't work.
I'd like to question Lady Daggerford about her
Mm-hmm.
finest wines.
She.
I feel like as a reward for saving her ass, we kind of
She sends the stewardess and sends you with 3 very fine bottles, labels you don't recognize because you're poor. No,
I'm a man.
but I know now you're rich. But I mean, you started from the bottom. Now you're here. They're very fine labels. They're in
Elvish?
Elven, Draconic, and Celestial. Because
So
fuck all.
I wouldn't recognize that being Drow.
You would know Elven for sure. Let me look.
Okay.
You know Elvish and Giant. So the Elven one, you would probably ring a bell as it's just a very fine label. Like it's like the Champagne de l'Estampe of Faerun. So it's
Just
it's
Rolf drinking
nice
it?
shit. Probably not. No, Elven as in surface
Okay.
Elven, not Drow.
Yeah. Loth only drinks blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will agree to drink this then.
Excellent. You guys, I presume, head back to the keep.
Well, there's one more thing. Goldberg
Okay.
wants to check any and all bodies for
Okay.
fuck.
Bloodweed.
No, things, crustaceans,
Okay, yeah.
mollusks,
Yeah. Do an investigation check.
Oh no.
Please do.
Can someone else do it instead?
I don't want to try, mate.
You said investment.
Investigation,
I rolled
yeah.
a 10.
Yeah, that's pretty shit, dude. One other person can if they would like.
Hold on.
Oh,
Dinos
sorry.
hasn't been doing shit. I feel like.
Yeah, let him roll. We'll see. Come on, another 10. 21.
There
All right.
we go.
He does not find anything of that. He does find one of them with a letter that
A guard?
yes, it is in code. You would have to spend time trying to translate it. It's not a different language, it's ciphered.
Yeah, we'll stick it with this.
Yeah. Ciphered note. Nope. that didn't exist 35 seconds ago, but sure. For 21, yeah, we'll make it exist. Fuck.
Is this something that we could figure out on downtime, or is this something we're gonna have to figure out in story time?
No, it would be something that, like, over the course of X amount of time, somebody tries to work on it and cracks it. There might be some roles involved, but we'll, not something that you would do during story time. That's fair. So now, yes, you guys return to Night Zone?
Is that all the fine wine I was able to find?
all she seemed willing to impart with you.
Davos grabs Goldman grabs Valkyrie by the not the scruff, but his jacket or coat, and he's like, let's go.
Come on.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
You guys fly back to Night Zone to patch up a bit. You arrive early the next morning. I imagine sleep through into the afternoon. There is a couple. Zatari manages to finish his latest toy that he had sort of mentioned, yes, capable of firing up to 800 feet. The bad news, yeah. It is going from a pepper box, which is like a 6-shooter pistol, to like a literal fucking sniper rifle. It's quite an upgrade. Like, this is something that has to have like legs to pop out and be held properly. I mean, I almost said tripod, but I thought that sounded silly, and I'm like, no, that's not what gun words are. I don't know gun words.
I guess it's 3 legs, but
we were gonna have so it's not a tripod. We were gonna have him do a little bit with that, but we'll skip that.
I like to think that morning we all are woken up to pow 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 from the
watermelons exploding on the far side of the wall, deer running off into the woods, terrified.
Goran wants to, because I've not verbalized this during any downtime, spend at least some time with Hydia.
Okay, I was going to ask about NPC bonding. Valkyr and or Bergen. Anybody you feel like you would have spent any time with? Daphne, all right.
Yeah, just being like the person who's quote unquote running the city. I would want to spend time, sit down, catching up with Daphne, as well as being like, girl, you're the only one I can count on. I need you here.
It's true though.
Valkyr appreciates his staff. That's good to see.
Reading lessons too.
Excellent. What do you want to do with Hydia?
Oh, I didn't think that far. I just figured it would be glossed over.
Just give me,
Well, I think that a lot of it would be like he would go about doing things that he did as Star Keeper.
Okay.
He would help her with administrative tasks in the tribe. With what time they had left over, he would do whatever it is they enjoyed doing the most together, whether that be hunting, sparring, maybe they just like to sit around and make potions. I didn't thought a whole lot about it, but
I imagine it's a mix, but you live life together. Yeah, like you.
1/3 quality time and 2/3 administrative task.
Yeah. Okay. So Lydia is appreciative. I mean, it has been a long time to not have guidance, and for you to be able to now seek out specific answers, your wisdom is that much more impactful. I imagine you say as Starkeeper, you do a bit of prescience for the tribe. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
285 hunting too, or oh my god, Gideon hunting too, I guess, since that's the thing.
Okay, doing 3 things. All right.
I mean, I figured that was part of like. He said he went
that can be part. That can be part of the. Yeah, you go hunting with your wife and your fake kid. So
quick question.
Bergen. Yeah.
We're still running. What's it called?
Strongholds and followers.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes. Since I didn't know how long you were going to be here, I didn't want to drop this chunk of text in here. We might just keep this over till next week and let you guys look at it. But they do have a new list of things that you can build. Several of these buildings are specific to you guys. Like they're class specific buildings. Like Bergen, you can have that church built, which is in the works now. Zatari can get a firing range. Davos can get a theater or a temple. He can upgrade Lathander's temple. you as a warlock, Stefan, can get a fane, which is like a shrine to Elistrai.
Okay.
You and Tally can upgrade the tavern to a rogue's tavern. Goldbrand, you have the barbarian camp, but you can formalize that to make it a more effective thing, or create a grove within the Ardeep Forest. And Tally can choose to build a lodge within the woods, perhaps converting the Temple of Maleki. There's also some, you can level up some of the buildings you already have, but I'll drop all that in chat and let you guys look at it between now and next week.
I guess my main question is, I understand building-wise what we can improve on, but are there certain positions that we can improve on? Like, say I wanted to make Daphne a strategist for the company or for the stronghold. Can I do that?
I don't
train
know.
her?
That's actually a good. That's a good
promote
question.
Daphne to business analyst, please?
We'll talk about that because I'll have to think on that for a second. But that's a really cool thing I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, because I can't bond with her. I'm totally in love with my past wife that's been dead for a hot minute.
Well, you can bond with her in a professional manner, and we can totally
Right.
say you and Daphne spend time, and she tells you that she's. I am rather impressed by you, Lord Vakir. You have managed to, not having been in a position of leadership, you have managed to come in and assert yourself properly. People respect you, and the things that you have done. You have inspired us, really. I mean, Nightstone has changed so much in such a short time, but it is because of your guidance, and the guidance of the other lords, of course. But you are the one that has been ever present. We have appreciated it.
Definitely appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you. I definitely, although I love to drink and dance, it doesn't mean I don't love to Daphne. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my. I want to groan for her. Like.
Are you going to make him clean up the burn marks on the keep's walls?
Burn marks? Burn marks? What's it?
You had mentioned once that when Valkyr had thrown
some Eldritch Blast.
at the wall,
She's like, no, we took care of them. It is fine. Prestidigitation has its uses.
I think Valkyr, as knowing him as a lord, he probably would have volunteered to clean up some of those burn marks. Just some, not all of them.
Yeah, and most of them were just like not even intentional. Like you get a little sauced, you get a little riled up. You throw a punch in the air and poof, like oh fuck. Excellent. Bergen, do you choose to spend your time with anybody in particular?
The birds.
The birds, as in your griffin and your phoenix.
Yeah.
I love that, the birds. That's so fun. I love it. Oh god. All right. Yeah. Ember is very active and chirp. I think she is still mid-size. She's adolescent, not the baby right now. If not, you guys get her transformed that way. But she's very affectionate. Enjoys flying around the keep. Enjoys flying with you. As now that she is of a size where she can fly, she often flies alongside you in your griffin, and you guys make some patrols over the Ardeep Forest. And it's I don't know. It's very comforting. You have always enjoyed the presence of animals, perhaps even more than the presence of strangers. But it's very excellent just to fly above the clouds and just feel, for lack of a better word, high.
You would, sir.
But no, that's excellent. I love that so much. 1010, all the birdie birds.
Can he gain the title of the Bird Whisperer?
The bird whisperer. Bergen Vindicator, White Hawk. You are a White Hawk, I guess, in flight with your bird. I mean, or you were. No, bravo. Oh, and you've named her your griffin Dawnwing. Is that what you said?
I think that's what I landed on. I can't even remember.
Nice stuff. All right. Goldbrand, were you saying something?
I was just mentioning that he's Helm's Chosen, which, like in D&D canon, it may be different in this campaign. If you're a chosen of a god, that's a massive deal.
Yeah, you are like champion of that. Not many people. It takes you back to what Sarah told you. Not everyone speaks to the gods directly. That is a privilege reserved for very, very few. You and Davos have both had those experiences. And as you think on it, in a way, so has Goldbrand. You found out that Goldbrand gets his prescience. Was a gift to him from Uthgard. And while it's not as direct as hearing the voice, it is a form of guidance. You feel, anyway. You don't know it. The
That's
divine
a whole argument you could have with Goldbrand in character if you wanted to.
Yeah. It's just how Bergen would view the situation, not, of course, Goldbrand feels strictly the opposite. This is my own ability. I have the sight so I can see. And...
Well, maybe not so much that this is his. It came from Uthgard, wouldn't shake him, but a gift?
Oh, yeah.
A burden. But just
burden.
A good example of a chosen would be Lady Laurel Silverhand. There are not many, as Joey has said.
Devin, you as Goldbrand spend some time hunting with Gideon, who does quite well. You give him the opportunity, unlike Hydia. Hydia was rather kill right then and not waste the opportunity. But you were patient enough to allow him to make a few shots. And for shits and giggles, we'll roll a couple of die here.
With the magic stone. That's how I imagine they hunt.
Yeah, magic stones. Oh, so he has two, and he throws the first, and it ricochets off a tree just before it gets to the deer, and it startles the deer, but he quickly follows it with the second and hits it in the hind. And I forget how much damage this does, a d6 plus something?
Yeah.
Probably
plus strength, which is throwing weapons.
I'm not sure what a deer HP...
As long as he knows
has 2 hit points. Okay, yeah. He manages to take down the deer, and he's very excited and proud, and he goes, "Oh, I got it. What do we do now?"
Watch this, Goldbrand. There's a word that condenses all this down. Guts, skins, field dresses. Goldbrand field dresses the deer.
You slit the throat to drain the beast of blood before you hang it, which is the first 2 steps, and
yeah, you cut the
Gideon gets a little queasy.
Down the middle, and then you have to pull all their guts out. If you don't do it correctly, if you pop the bladder or like where the shit is,
everything's ruined.
Awful.
Yeah.
So he field dresses it, I believe it's called.
Yeah, and as you start this, Gideon is like, one part like, whoa, and one part like, but he after his initial queasiness, he pays good attention and seems to retain it well, and it's like, thank you, that's good to know if I ever go extreme camping. You guys
what is it? Teach a give a man a
Man
fish,
to
he eats
fish.
for a days. Teach
Yeah.
a man to fish, he eats for lifetimes.
Gideon's like, you come back to the tribe, and as you come back, you exit from the forest. You guys are closer to the forest edge than you are the city itself, I imagine. As you come forward, you see, your wife, Hydia, as well as some of the members of the tribe, making their way about, talking. You see Chaska watches you and Gideon approach. And as the boy runs off to join the tribe or back to the city, excited to tell everyone of his kill, Chaska comes to you and says, "Good evening, Starkeeper."
He knows you don't have to be that ways. What the fucks do you want?
I have news for you. At least I believe it to be.
Oh, boys.
That the boy. Where did he come from?
He rescued himself from... Does she know what the Iron Ring is? He rescued himself from a group of slavers and ran into Taliban denies.
She goes, and before that, where did he come from? Where was he taken from?
The fuck should I know? Unless he's told me and I forgot.
He isn't even 100% sure. He's been told that his mother sold him. That she was ashamed of him being a half-orc.
Pork and half what? Go over and ask Chaska.
I believe you may know.
He's not big enough. He looks at all of us.
She looks at him. The boy is 11 years, I would wager. and
I was
that was my purpose, was to wager.
almost 6 foot at 11 years old.
She looks at him. He is taller than you thinks. He's approaching 5.5. He's not quite 6 foot. He's not full-blooded Goliath like you are either, though. But he's tall for his age.
Speaks plain, please.
I read the faces of our people. And that boy is a blue bear. But more than that, his father is standing here before me.
I like to think that Goldbrand spends like 5 to 7 seconds of just not saying anything, and he just reaches up, pats Chaska on the face, and goes, "Your good thing's too old to read things." And he just goes to walk off.
She goes, "The boy deserves to know, but I will not make any moves to tell him. If he should find out on his own, see, it may be difficult. It is always difficult for the ones who have been raised without of the tribe to come into the tribe, even as much as he has been here."
I know we've not discussed this, but who would usually break that news to war children?
Typically, Chaska tells the parents, but typically war children are brought to the tribe and raised, and then she would tell them upon a certain day, a certain birthday perhaps. But the tribe is very much it takes a village kind of tribe, and everyone sort of co-parents. Parents are not as direct a connection as we would think, but it has always been, that would be the son of Golbrand, that was the son of Kodiak, that is the son of, blah, 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 blah.
I feel like Goldbrand would tell Chaska. If he's not of that age yet, that Chaska can tell him when she would tell any other blue bear child. But,
Has the boy hunted? Has he killed?
he killed the deer like 5 minutes ago. Nice rack. 4
That
points
is-
on each side.
That is typically when we know to make our mark. When the child has proven he can fend for himself, provide for himself and his tribe.
So this is kind of off track from what we were just talking about, but Goldbrand asked Chaska, 'cause she's an elder, do you know if Uthgarts has ever granted magics to others who are not Starkeepers?
She squints her forehead. It has not been unheard of that some within the tribes possess such abilities, but mostly it is frowned upon. If you are not a Starkeeper or the Starkeeper's apprentice, what are you using your magics for? It is not something that is accepted easily. And as far as you know, the only people who have shown any magical ability has been you, Lothar, and Lothar's apprentice that had passed away in the Lord's Alliance stack. It would be better coming from you than myself.
I was about to say that was the only thing I think that I had left was I was going to tell her to hold her tongue.
Okay.
All things about it.
You guys continue preparing for Iron Slag and feel that you have about readied yourself. You can choose to depart now unless you would like to say anything before you're gone for quite some time.
Golbrand would go talk to Davos about that. I feel like Davos that was the first person that came to mind. That was
I'm a baby. I'm a baby daddy.
Yeah, Davos was the first person I thought of that was really, really helping fill that role for Gideon.
Okay.
But I'll just.
I
me and
can't
Brandon
speak
can
for
talk about it.
Davos.
Yeah, me and
I
Brandon.
feel like Davos would encourage you to talk to Gideon. I will allow, total anonymity, but I feel like that's where he would go. Brandon as a dad, and Davos as someone who has very close ties to his father. But he would probably also say something along the lines that he doesn't truly understand Uthgar culture.
As I say, Devin's gonna have to think about this, about how Goldbrand the Barbarian would view the situation.
Coldbrand the Barbarian.
Because from Devin's point of view, Goldbrand wouldn't really like. It's not a big deal. He's done this, 15 times before or whatever. But we'll see. I haven't decided how Goldbrand feels about that.
Okay. With that, we proceed to Ironslag. Unless you guys have anything else you would like to do within the town.
I just want to make sure I got all the components I might need for any spells I might cast on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I should have mentioned this sooner. I'm sorry. You guys do receive word that Succumber had successfully repelled Nim's forces. It was not a large gathering of troops, and with your units, they were able to easily trounce them with minimal casualties. So they thank you and see this as an excellent hold on the pact that they have made with you, and promise to be at your side if you can provide notice and need. You also you wait for, I think it's about 6 more days after this, 8 to the 14th of Eliant. No attack comes. The 15th comes. Nothing.
Whole
You
group
gather-
spends the whole day on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. It seems that without the Lord's Alliance backing them up, and with the Zent forces intercepted, there was not enough of a force collected to make the attack. What you see is a great boon. You have saved many of your own men. And doing it through something that I didn't anticipate at all. So, fuck yay for that.
Word.
So I was about to say, I wonder if. Oh well. And because some people are missing, do we have time to do a sleuth fire instead of iron slag?
We could do a sleuth fire, but we only have the 3.
Yeah.
Um,
Goldbrand just wants to brag that we saved a bunch of our men as we went into this castle
Okay,
and
yeah.
killed this thing, and it's like a standard.
Yeah, you regale them with your tale, and I'm sure Davos plays it up to the 9s, and there's dramatic backlighting and stuff provided by the Fae Fighters, and no, very, very cool.
This is impromptu. Goldbrand will only have 2 totems to hand out to the people.
Oh god,
But,
fuck, Devin, you always put me on the spot with
I
this.
know,
Who's
but-
unhappy in your town?
I'll give you a second because perhaps maybe this is right after he gets the news from Chaska. So that night he starts the sleuth fire and he gives his spill and he's like we went into this keeps and kills a demons and a demon fairies, and he tells a story with Davos, and or the whole group tells the story, and he spends that night getting really drunk with Valkyr, just because I assume that's
Okay.
what Valkyr does sometimes, at least.
So you're saying you give 2 totems to the townspeople?
The same situation as last time. There are 2
Yeah.
totems here.
Yeah.
Pick your spokespeople wisely, and he'll leave them where someone can grab them. But I think at that point he would tell the group at large what he heard from Chaska. So that
You would tell the party, or the
Yeah.
gathering at the sleuth fire,
No,
the
he would
entire
tell the
I
party.
am not one's dads.
No, but he would
Well,
tell.
then,
Yeah, so that
I'm sure Davos would have something very funny to say right now.
Where, yeah.
Yeah.
Where do
As soon as he heard that.
Where do you do this, Devin? How do you do this?
Because in the past, sleuth fires have been partially public forum and partially celebration. So I like to think when the celebration is kind of at its peak before any spokesmen have been chosen, he just takes the group aside while they're drinking or eating and mentions to them. So he says, I guess Valkyr does not. So he says, some of you knows this, but in my tribes there is a ones whose responsibility it is to discern the lineage of children's brought backs from raids. Oh, well, to say that correctly, but children's that are resulted from raids. This one has told me that he points to Gideon hopefully across the fucking square, that's one's. Could be mines. she believes is mine, but I think she's too old to tell us anymore. So he gets really quiet for a second. Gets out his flask, which all of you know is full of liquor. 2 or 3 big gulps. He says, is it better to just not tell Sims?
Shit.
Helms wouldn't appreciate you talking sense.
Nah, Helm 2 is like, shit, that's a tough one, dog.
I have no idea, man. No idea whatsoever.
What does Spencer feel
Oh,
that
God.
Bergen might feel? I know it's if you feel like one would have a gut instinct, what would you know?
I mean, I guess Bergen would probably be leaning towards it. Fuck, I have no idea, like, IRL, what I would fucking do. No idea whatsoever.
One of my friends just found out he has a kid. It's like 12. Should I tell him? Fuck, I don't. Fuck, dude. I'm not a child psychiatrist. Damn.
Yeah, but I feel like Bergen's probably a little bit on the goody two-shoe side, so I feel like he probably would.
That's fair. Well, Spencer.
Honest Abe and all that.
Excuse me, Stefan. What you feel, dude? If you can hear us. Yeah.
I think Valkyr would say it simply because like he would dream about his own past having a child. I think me, I'd slip a note and run away.
The most mature way to deal with all decisions, yes.
Yeah, like I want to tell you, but I don't want to have to deal with the bullshit that you really have to deal with.
That's really funny. Oh my god. Jesus.
I like that. Okay. And I'm sure we'll get Davos/Brandon's input at some point too. But
I feel like Davos would just sing a song. That way he felt like he told you through his song, but you wouldn't take him seriously, so you'd never
Like-
actually pay any attention.
It's a very ambiguous song.
yeah, this one's too drunk. He's just can't stop singing.
Yeah. Oh jeez. So you're not gonna act on that before you leave? Oh well. You opened up the floor. No,
Davos,
I'm not gonna.
say
I was
this,
gonna have.
Davos does a song portraying the lyrics, and then Valkyr reenacts like baby birth. to where-
Interpretive dance.
I mean,
Oh god, it's beautiful.
Oberon might mention it to Daphne during a reading lesson if this is over a certain amount of days, but I'm
Okay.
unsure about that. Actually, more than Daphne, he would mention it to Hydia.
I was gonna ask. Okay.
Like he wouldn't even like he was. She's probably
Hy-
the second
Hydia-
time the group that she would tell.
Hydia is surprised. Like, oh, I thought we were at the end of your breeding days, but I guess a few stragglers always come in at the end of a long career out in the field.
God.
This is good if the boy wants to be raised.
I had to think about the years
What?
for a second. I was doing the time in my head. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, he would have been
And like,
10 years. Yeah, so him being 11, I mean, it's
okay,
right at the end of your
my time was first class.
yeah. So she's like, he is welcome in the tribe. Of course, as all more children are. He's a good kid. I like him. Not very good at killing things. I'm surprised you managed to let him let him get that deer. If I didn't throw anything, I feel like he never would have made the shot.
I'm not gonna answer that because he doesn't want to make his wife angry.
Start a fight.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think? What's it to you? I know he was, you guys had saved an orphan and the orphan got attached. How do you feel it?
I mean, half the times I didn't have to deal with this. Chaska did it, or another members of the tribes did it. It's not like some, we don't raise our kids. The tribe raises the kids.
Not in the way that many do, but a father is a mother, are both important things.
Takes the tribes.
Indeed.
He has the tribes. He has everything he needs without ever knowing. I can't knows how it would affect him to tell him. I can't knows how it affects him to tell him how he came to be.
It can be difficult for many who are not of our people to understand our lifestyle. I understand it will not be easy for you, but do what you think is best, Starkeeper.
Goldburn walks off. This is
Mhm.
this is Goldburn and Devin walks off grumbling about how unhelpful that was. Like grumble,
Yeah.
grumble walks off.
If you go and tell Daphne next,
I
Daphne.
think I don't know if he would tell Daphne if after he told Hydia. Like
Okay.
He's got enough input from the group and Hydia that he's probably he's gonna get drunk and mull that over and listen to whatever spokesmen speak at the Sleuth Fire.
I was seriously considering Chaska coming forward, like, tell your fucking kid, but no, dude, I don't know. Let's take a look at our town. Yeah, I didn't really have anything prepared as far as like things
Sleuth
people
Fire
are.
just seemed to be like, we did this really cool thing, and now Goldbrand wanted to celebrate, so he started a big blue fire in the middle of the town.
Multicolor. You find Helena passing out bloodweed, like in Doobies.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. Mostly kidding. It's just to the Fae Fighters. It's not to the whole town.
Goldbrand's over here like, I thought that stuff was lethals.
He goes, I mean, once you cut it, it's really not that bad. Just a little harsh in your lung. I mean, aren't cigarettes lethal, Devin? Has that ever stopped fucking hundreds of thousands of people?
Me.
Yeah, exactly. Son of a bitch.
Well, particularly that like once you had it, you had to keep having it, or the repercussions were lethal.
Oh, I see.
On
Um,
the note of bloodweed, Valkyr is going to smoke at least a bong full
Okay.
and
What?
pass out.
I was about to say, roll an insight check for me, just for shits and giggles. We'll see something.
Swear to God, if you make me stay up, Joey, I'm gonna be so pissed.
We'll see. 12. So everything feels a little fuzzy. You don't see anything. There's no visual or auditory hallucinations or anything, but you definitely feel a little like your eyes are drier than fucking shit. You're a little toasted.
I wear contacts, so that's a big issue for me. Is dry eyes.
Oh no, I feel you. Oh god.
Picture like Valkyr and Goldbrand laying down in one of the grassy sections of the
Looking at the stars.
Yeah, and Goldbrand's like, this one's and this one's and that one's.
Gideon has joined you, just thinking that's a cool fucking thing. Oh, what are we doing? Okay, cool. It's like, so you can see stuff like up there.
Sort of. I have to use tools, and he taps his tablet.
That's really cool.
It's
so
not
like,
schools.
well,
not schools.
you read the stars. You help people. You guide your tribe. That's really cool.
It comes with prices. They're not schools. I would not suggest it. He wants to be first class or
bloodweed. Not even once.
Don't do drugs.
Yes.
Something dare lecture here. Insert dare lecture.
Dare, yeah. Yes. Well, that's cool at least.
The gateway drugs.
You're not wrong. Well, it's cool nonetheless. Yeah, I wish I could see stuff in the stars. Hey, you got anything else you want to teach me? You know, magic wise. Devin, you did a thing. Oh, I thought you were muted for a second.
I was talking to myself. I had to look at my spell list. There's several things Goldburn could teach him. Goldburn has no idea what level spells he knows.
He knows at least first level spells, first circle spells. You could, I wouldn't try things much beyond that. Maybe second level, but.
Goldburn tells him the story of them killing Valora and teaches him Fairy Fire, or tries to teach him Fairy Fire.
All right.
Bloodweed.
You thrust out describe your Fairy Fire for me. How you think Goldbrand would cast it.
Let's see here. What's the no actual components? So it does say that it's green. Where'd it go? blue, green, or violet light. I kind of like to think Goldbrand's is more like. Are you laughing at me? Okay, good. I like to think that Goldbrand's is more like starlight. Like it's kind of a, as I've mentioned before, cosmic colors are a pretty wide spectrum of colors from orange, red, blue, green, purple. But I like to think his is kind of more like starlight. It's mostly silver with hints of other colors.
No, cool.
Is this something that Valkyrie would know by any chance?
Fairy fire?
A lot of people.
Probably?
I know Fairy Fire. I'm saying
Yeah, you would know it.
Specifically Goldbrand's idea of it.
Yeah, you've seen him use it before.
Okay, so I'm going to, as he's talking to Gideon about this, I'm going to use Fairy Fire. Let Gideon get all super impressed. And then I'm going to come and tap Knuckles with them and be like, Valkyrie's got to peace out, Stefan's got to peace out.
Oh, yeah.
Tired AF.
No, I get you, dude. We're probably going to stop here in a second anyway.
You're good.
I was trying to
just wanted
gut
to
a
go out
confession
with
out
a
of...
Fairy Fire bang.
No, I dig
Give
it, dude.
Gideon a good show of what he's actually explaining.
Yeah, no, very much a vibe. I'm about it.
Like you cast it on Goldbrand, so Goldbrand's looking at himself like.
Yeah, because it doesn't burn. It washes over you, and your form is illuminated. It's very unusual. But
I actually would like to drop this bomb and fuck everything up. I'm gonna walk up to them. I'm gonna cast it, and I'm gonna say, "Your father is the stars," and walk away.
Oh fuck!
Like shocked face of looking at Valkyrie.
Like what? What does that mean? What?
The good news is
Stand the best.
As
Fox Hughes walks away.
Thank you for that. 10-10 exit.
I like that. That's funny. The good news is Goldbrand's not as conflicted about this as Devin because this is not an uncommon occurrence in the tribe.
Hopefully, Tally will come in to pick up my spot, but I did want to go out with a little bit of a sparkle and a bang. So I appreciate the session, team.
Yeah, no, fun time. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it, dude.
No problem. Just to let y'all know, if y'all ever want to have a session during the week, my schedule is literally 24/7. I'm gonna have to go to bed at this exact time, no matter what.
You.
Every night. Oh, okay.
I feel you. Midnight's mine as well. Well, I guess you're 11 there, but
yeah. Tuesday. Tuesday I'll make 30 days straight, and I'm planning on working every single day during the summer, so it's not gonna make a difference.
Get that ground.
Bruh. Oh yeah, that's impressive hustle.
Gotta try. Well, I got some free time.
Get it.
No, I got you, man. Well, get it, dude. Appreciate the hustle.
No problem.
Bergen, if you want to hang out for a second, I'm gonna try to gut something out of Devin, but I don't know.
All this is recorded, correct, Joey?
Yeah. I'll post it with the timestamp so you can catch the last 10 minutes or so.
Get out of them.
Yeah. Valkyrie drops that, middle fingers up, walks off, fades into the sunset.
Y'all take care. Thank you.
See ya, dude.
I like to think Goldbrand, he goes, flops down cross-legged.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Okay. Well, before you do that, he tries. You show him the fairy fighter. He tries the fairy fighter. It's blue predominantly, ethereal, cool in a way, but also warm. And as it spreads out, it washes over through the trees, and you see small birds and insects and tiny things that are illuminated in this outline. And he's over the moon. He goes, okay, cool. No, I know I didn't burn anything, but that's still magic fire. That's pretty fucking cool. I'm learning things every day.
No, it's for finding invisible things and making things easier to hit. If you have troubles hitting some things, do that to it and tries it again.
She goes, okay, no, that makes sense. Okay. What did he mean? My dad's the stars?
Colbrand gestures to his now silvery fire form. Sorry, I'm just picturing Valkyr like just far enough away that he doesn't break concentration on fairy fire. Like, just
No, yeah, he's still walking away. Middle finger still outlined and distinct in the darkness. Like, come on, Devin. Whoa.
I'm trying to think of the best way to preface. Do you know those Chaskas? The really old crones.
The cranky one, yeah.
The cranky ones, yes.
Not as cranky as Griselda, but not as funny either.
Be careful around Griseldas. That bitch can kill anything, including ones of us.
I think, no, yeah, she never shuts up about it. Yeah, I get it.
So,
sorry, go on.
Chaska's whole jobs is to... You know the tribes is like one big families.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's confusing whose child is whose.
What do you mean?
Goran shrugs. Children's can come from many places in the barbarian tribes.
So, like, do you and Hydia have kids? I've never met any. I didn't know you had kids. Do you have kids?
Devin thinks that they probably do. It makes sense from Devin's point of view that it's likely they do. I know we haven't talked about it. But...
No, yeah. I mean, we could say the same way that just like the word children, they're just, it doesn't make them any more special to be, I see. Okay.
Different than war children or any other.
Yeah.
So he'll say, we do have some children's. I am getting a little old for that now. But that being said, you've probably seen that the children's are raised by the tribes, and that means, do you know whose parents are whose from your times you spent in the tribes?
Oh no, I mean, it's...
Exactly, you see my points. But Chaska's job is to attempt to discern whose child is whose. Whose child is whose.
Okay.
And she seems to believe that you are my child's. He'll give him a second process.
You're my... But wait, I'm not an Uthgard. I'm a half-orc.
Not all of my children are from Hideous. Not all of them are from other Goliaths.
So who's my mom?
Goran goes like this. Don't know.
You. So you don't know my mom either? Wait, what do you mean you don't?
That's not how it really works in the tribes.
I mean, Valkyr's told me about the birds and the bees. I know where babies come from. What do you mean you don't know my? What? Where is she? Where'd you meet her? Where? What's her name?
That might be some things we could go find out if you want. But I do not know. You are how old now?
What do you mean you don't know? I'm 11. You
times you're 11s.
And you don't you don't remember or
indeed.
What?
I'll make a deception check about that if you want. He just doesn't know it, obviously.
You're saying a deception like we can go find out?
No, a deception for him not remembering, because he just never knew it in the first place, I'm assuming.
Yeah, make a deception roll for that. Thank you for saying that. That's a great opportunity. Oh no.
Goran's not having a great time.
Gideon looks at you and he looks past you for a moment. Like it's like that moment where you realize the person you've been talking to is not the person you thought they were. And he's confused and shocked and tearful and his face snarls and you see tears build up in his eyes and he goes like, "You don't even know who she was? That's all I wanted from the Iron Ring and I find out you're my dad and I should be excited about that. And you don't even know the only thing I've wanted to know." he gets to his feet and
All I
he
can
tries
do
to go.
Miles, is helps you finds outs. I can't change anything that has been done in the past.
How? How will you find out? Who knows?
I imagine Gobrand knows where his last raid was, or his last 2 or 3 raids were.
Yeah.
He says, we can go and visit. You probably don't know where you're from. What towns you're from. The children's towns you're from. But I have an ideas. There are several that we can go visit. And he gestures to the town around him. I lead a whole cities of children. It's fucking crazy. I don't understand how we even fucking Scots here, but it's hard for me to explain to you the resources at our disposals. Yours, he like it takes him a second to find the word. Royalties apparently now. We can go find almost any things we want if I understands these children's correctly about what it means to even be royalties. I can't change what I have done or what has happened in the past, but I can help you find the things you want. And that is really the best that I can do.
He roll a persuasion check. Oh God, that's not being friendly to Goldbrand, is it? An advantage is.
I was looking for anything that might be better, and there's not really anything. Unless you want to count survival for surviving the
Surviving fatherhood. Maybe do no, because your charisma and your intelligence are shit too, aren't they?
Yeah, it's only wisdom and strength. That's the only thing he's good at.
Make an intimidation check. No. Make a persuasion check. That's close, but that's not quite.
Okay.
Gideon looks at you and I don't know a lot about my mom or anything, apparently. I don't even know if I'm a half fork, if I'm half you and half something else. You do that. You gesture to his teeth. And you go to like pull his lip down a bit to get a better look. Many Goliaths have bony protrusions across their body. Some have them on their knuckles. Some have them along their arms. These are not teeth so much as they are bone, emerging from the jawbone and up. They are not orc fangs. They are not, as you have seen with Garash and the forces of the ear seekers. His skin is not green. It is sage. It is a very, very light shade. Not too far from your own. With
I mean,
Go.
Upon looking at this, Gobrand would tell him that he would reiterate that it is not too late to find out these things that you want. I just told you this that is what Chaska does. It is her jobs. She would be willing to help you, so I'm sure that she has helped all of the children that are brought into the tribes. I understand that you are angry and that you wanted to know this woman's, but you have a much larger families now. The families that would die for you without hesitations.
That's good. Roll another persuasion check. We're going to say you have it with advantage. But this is the advantage to that roll. Oh. But I also adjusted the DC a bit. Gideon looks hurt. He looks confused. He looks conflicted, understandably. He says, I just need to think. I don't know. Maybe I'll go camp with Inwis and the R Deep. Or go with the Rangers for a couple of days. I don't know how to feel about this.
That is normals. You're welcome to go talk to Chosticus, and he will hopefully has spent enough time with the tribe over the last couple of days that he would know at least one or two names of other children in the same situation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay.
He would give him those names. Go talk to them.
There are not, as a group of 30, there are not many, but I'd say there's one or two. Maybe 3 or 4 kids under, 10. Well, excuse me, under 15 or, age of maturity. But no, that is useful. It's a bittersweet moment, conflicting for Goldbrand as somewhere stuck between his barbarian roots and this new world of lordship and society that he's been introduced to, that he, I imagine, feels kind of conflicted between, with a clear preference, but
he would admit to 285. God damn, it's the second time I've done that tonight.
That's my slave name, you bastard.
Yeah, he would admit to Gideon that he's not been as close with any of his previous children as he is with Gideon, just by nature of tribal life. Like, that makes sense?
Yeah, 100%. And that does fall warmly. All right. It is a little past midnight. We're going to say that the last thing that happens this evening is you guys board the Westwind Wyvern after a long night's rest and prepare to head north for the land that Zatari knows to be the home of Iron Slag. Many, many travels north across the High Forest, across the Evermore and the Nethys Mountains to the High North. And we'll see what happens next week.
Before they leave, Goldbrand leaves his last hand axe with Gideon. He'd give the other one.
Oh, cute. I think that's technically the third you've given away, but I'm allowing to say that you certainly
tried to give one away, and we decided that wasn't needed.
Oh, okay, I see.
We were like, no,
You have given one away for sure.
I give one to Tiri because I needed her to have proof that she knew me.
Excellent. I will say she returned that to you, so you have the one to, you still have one. She because she came back with Riker earlier.
Well, he will leave one with Gideon, I guess.
With that, my dudes, thank y'all for sticking in. I'm glad that Stefan stayed a bit and we got to actually have, pretty much a full session. Didn't get to do some things that I wanted to, but that's okay. Just due to our roster.
Thanks for hanging out, Bergen. I wasn't expecting that role play scene at the end, so sorry.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to guilt something out of you and not give you time to think about it, but but yeah, don't shit. Take care of yourselves, my dudes. And is it Thursday? Friday yet? Oh God, D&D has ruined me. Critical Role.
We'll just play again tomorrow. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I've got something else planned, but I can't tell you about that. With that, my dudes, later.